Coming forth to carry me home. New production line. And close that. Space. Whoop. I'm going to just put a little thing. Nah, I'll talk about it on the thing. I want to sort of hamper that shit down with, there we go. We're live. We're on time. Holy shit. What am I missing? I am missing two things. My Discord and my... that. Okay. So, yes. Hello. Hello. And welcome. Welcome to a fantastically new stream. So I'm going to have to start the bat off a little bit boring. But I've got some other bit of news which will hopefully... trivial news, admittedly, in comparison to the other bits. But I'll just say, I woke up to hearing that America is almost in a civil war. So, to compensate for that, I guess don't talk about it. Or, I say don't talk about it as if it's being censored. But more like, let's not bring the mood down. Let's just enjoy a gaming stream with the gaming friends. Anyway, on to more exciting news. It's snowing outside. Yeah. And it doesn't look like it's stopping. It's so half lovely and half terrifying. Thank fuck I'm not working. Yes, so today we are back on Factorio. I was thinking on playing Final Fantasy, and we may change it up. I don't know. We'll see how things fare. But I wanted to play this. I wanted to play. Oh yeah, we're good. I wanted to play some Factorio because A, I haven't played it in a few weeks. I think over a month now, and also B, I think we need to get on with some progression. He says as he miserably fails to get progression going. Oh no, yeah, we got that. Because yeah, we were building up a wall and everything, and we just about finished constructing. Well, we just about finished building it, and I just finished building the new iron mine, which now will hopefully feed this production facilities. I need to build another. I have some already. Good. All right, where am I needing this? Ah, we're gonna need some over there. Well, that's fine. We can quickly. Where's my car? Let's get the car first. So, it's been a while. I apologize for the Twitch guys. I need to... I wish there was a community upload feature which allowed me to post, like a third-party community upload news thing, which allowed me to make... a bit like a restream, which allows me to make a post, so that everyone on, like, so people on both Twitch and YouTube sees that. I mean, you could just say, it's Twitter, but, like, I don't really use Twitter. I don't really find Twitter to be that beneficial to me at this moment in time. Maybe if I get to that stage where I begin to sell my soul, jokes, but more to the point of, actually, wait, I meant to do something here. It was around, well, we need to get the towers plopped down, so I am going to pop you. Okay, I should have thought of that. Boop. Right. That's one. So I need one there. At the corner. So what we're going to do today is progress in construction efforts. Okay. And so we need just one there. Basically by that island. Okay. Boop. And I'm thinking we're good, but I'm gonna put another poop. Yeah, in word poop. Poop. I'm gonna pop a little thing here. Cool. Okay, so as said, plans for today. We are going to try and make a bit more progress towards construction of... Well, we're currently researching the atomic bomb, but we're going to try and progress towards the construction of La Roquette. And if I'm not mistaken... How do I do yellow science again? No, I think I'm already doing it, aren't I? I think I've got all the sciences. Utility science. Yes, I've done that one. I've got that one, I've got that one. Hang on. I have a map. Use the map, Mr. Jaeger. Right, okay. Just trying to evaluate what we need. So we've got yellow science, check. Purple science, check. Green and... yeah. There's a fifth one, isn't there? Military science, which we've got. So, yeah, effectively, we are in the green. Well, I say in the green. We are capable of researching the rocket. What are we missing from the rocket? We need speed module 3 and productivity module 3. Yeah, now we can build rockets. Cool. It's been a while since I've played this game, I'll be honest with you. Oh yeah, we need to delete the stuff in the background, don't we? It's slowly coming back to me. All the things I said I was going to do. So we need to sort this out. Because effectively we've got a bit of wall and 3 turrets we could use. Ah, I remember. There was a whole power sector here as well that we were going to connect with this coal and that coal. I remember. Right, okay, let's get that sorted. We've got so much fucking... so many. I've got, well over enough miners. So let's start getting the power section to that steam refinery set up. What am I going to say? We've got centrifuge and other stuff, which might be good. But I'm wondering if I should make that into a nuclear thing. Like uranium ammo. So we use steam to make fuel for the thing. Or is it worth getting nuclear power? I'm out of the loop. Okay, so yeah, shit ton of yeah, we've almost constructed. Well, we're about half tiny. Ah. All my robots doing their bit. Aww. Go on then. Go nuts. Oh, bless him. Right. Okay, so in terms of... Right, yeah, so in terms of construction-wise... The bugs are getting there as well, but we've improved the damage a bit. God, I'm trying to remember all the projects I had in my head. Okay. I need power. In order to do shit, I need more power. And this substation is basically going to finance the entire sector. Because all I need to do is just connect the power from this location, well, this sector here, all the way over to there, which then powers everywhere else, which then means Fort Bugwall, with its dedicated power reserves, is going to be even better, because they're going to get provided power. The coal reserve from here, which is beginning to show signs of degradation. And this iron mine, god, poor stuff. It's scary how quickly certain things will go. I mean, it's been running for hours, so I can't blame it. So we've got 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, so what do I got? Shit ton of belt. We do need it though, without a doubt. If memory says correctly, Cord Mark II stack. Right, well what we'll do is we'll get rid of some of these irksome cliffs. Okay. Set the deconstruct palette. I want it to go kind of straight through, so I'm thinking here. Basically, all of this probably needs to go. I won't lie. Having robots is definitely useful. Like, when I was, when people were talking about, like, ways of clearing a forest, I thought explosives would be the trick. Because of its success, oh, bloody hell. Because of its success in, oh boy. We'll pop that in there. Because of its success in, oh my god. We just keep getting more wood, don't we? I kind of feel bad. You kind of want to fuel this thing with shit tons of wood. Something satisfying about watching this, however evil it may be. But yeah, so the robots, though, I won't lie, they are absolutely fantastic. And oh, it's still snowing. It's a light pattering, but it's still snowing. It's been kind of on and off today. It's been cold. It certainly is. It's certainly the right conditions for it because it has been cold. But snowing, it's more sleeting now. So yeah, no, it's been cold. It's been -1 to 2 degrees near constantly. So yeah, definitely on the cold spectrum there. All right, let's do a bit of. Oh. Let's try and get them constructed, because it sounds stupid, but why not? Okay, I'm going to clear out the entire sector. We've got trees to spare. So, my plan is to try and build up a power reserve by these 4 bases, utilize them to support this power network, then focus on constructing the means to make a rocket. I think that's the best plan, because I think we need to finish the series. And then I kind of come into this game on my own time and spend a bit more on that. Because we've done a pretty good run. We've had a pretty good run for the first sort of innings. But I need to I mean, there's a few things I definitely want to try and do, but right now I feel like we've had a lot of time fighting, so I think it's fair we need to spend some time building as well. Almost cold coffee. The best. It's still snowing. GG. Okay. So oh, it is going down, just very, very slowly. Right, pop that into there. I may not need all of this stuff. Oh, boy. Yeah, I really don't need all of this stuff. I was only going to ghost this. I was only doing it for the memes, because then I was just going to... Right, this is more of a meme thing. Stop. There we go. There's just too many boxes. I'm just being silly now. I shot my own fucking drone down. God almighty. Right, no. This was a bad play. I just wanted to get rid of the wood. And I'm trying to figure out a way of doing that. Actually, I've got a better idea. I'm going to sacrifice some steel. Put the wood into that. Somehow... Oh, no. Deconstruct the entire thing. There we go. Yeah, pop that into there. Pop them into there. Grab that. Gone. Okay, that's fine. That's the wood sorted. Right, that's better. Now that's a more intelligent play. Right, okay. Just gonna move my HOTAS. Okay. Let's go clear out the other sector and do the sort of the same thing. Obviously not as stupidly. May need more cliff explosives, but I'll see. Right, the other source of coal is here. Right, we'll get rid of you, because I don't think we need you. Yeah, we're going to have to destroy half the forest. I'd say up to here is probably our best bet. I mean, I appreciate the removal of that, but GG. Right, and what we'll do is, we've got enough steel, let's build a couple of... put that into there. Wait, do we have a refill pod thing? No, we need circuitry. Ah, that sucks. Oh well, not the end of the world. Make our way over to this far side, allow the robots to come out, they do their job. It kind of wants to still snow. Right. Boom. I will have to think about getting rid of some other stuff. We will be needing to get rid of this stuff in a minute. It's not too bad. We did get rid of the entire thing. Right. Okay, so we've got 13 million there, 10 million there, 23 million in total. To make it easier for myself in the future, I'm actually going to use the quad stacking here. Which I will think is applicable. Say from about... That way they'll go that way, so yeah. There we go. Ultimate super lazy compilation. And better still... It is satisfying to be able to do that. There we go, we got rid of the worst of it. So we're going to try and turn this Okay. That's fine. That makes sense to there. Alright, that's done that one. Oh. Head over to there. Okay. That's there. Perfect. Right, what I need you to do now, pretty much the same thing. I'm going to probably position ourselves there-ish. Not as far, but it is still just as important. There. There we go. Alright, cool. Oh dear, Roboport's taking a hit. My character has, yeah, needs a charge. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we've gotten the 2 sectors out of that. So now all I need to do, and we've removed a large chunk of it. Nice, nice. I'll have to figure out how to condense the supply networks, but methinks we're probably going to be less optimal than I thought. I mean, unless I can figure out, unless you can use fuel with boilers, but I don't think you can. In this game context, I mean, obviously IRL, no. Why would you do that? But I just realized something. There's an entire open... No, there is not. That entire southern sector is not required. Okay. You know, it's stupid. When it comes to military stuff, my brain switches on faster and is far more effective. But when it comes to stuff that isn't focused on blowing shit up or establishing a front line on a defense or reacting to something, like I can play Total War games for, what is it? I can play certain strategy games for yonks. And I'll say Total War because, yeah, it's kind of a... It's the game I've been doing the most, if arguably probably the game I've spent the most time on with my YouTube channel. And I can not play a game for months. Shogun 2 being a perfect example. And I can already format plans and strategies around how to advance and how to attack. I miss that. Like, I want there to be a game that does that but isn't Total War. I just need to get good at Hearts of Iron 4 again. Right, anyway, what are we doing? We've already got the drills for it, so I just need, what am I missing? There's something I'm missing. Boilers and other stuff which requires metal. I need a shit ton of these and a shit ton of these. How am I doing in this? I forgot to leave a thing to it. Well, we need I think we're definitely going to need some of these and some of these. I don't have much of the stone, so I'm thinking we're probably going to need to nip over to our local mining facility and be like, yo, stone. It's a great substance. You don't need this stone. I do. Right, that's going to be more than enough for the other bits. Let's go drop off the little bits of metal, or the iron that we've got, and then pick up a shit ton of metal. We gonna rock down to you. Oh, if you hear any weird random noises in the background of a cat, that's the cat. Yeah, she's a little beggar. Adorable, but a little beggar. We gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then I'll take it higher. Right, first of all, let us first of all, let's get stamped. Fine. Where's the storage chests? There they are. What do we need from these? I don't think we need anything from them, do we? No. No, we don't. We've got a bunch of other good shit, but we don't. Ah, more of this. I will take you. I will take you, and you off because we don't need you, but I will take the stone because I think the stone is important. Because stone is always important. Right, okay. And basically now we got to craft all of them. No, let's not all... No, 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 no. Okay, I think we need about that much. How much stone do we need for this metal? Because I think we got more metal stone than we need of metal. We'll do that much. And then we'll chill with the stone. I'll put it back into grinding or whatever. Also, stone? Ah, yes. Of course. Put you into there. Put you into there. Put you into there. Put you into there. Put you... put you... no, put you into there. Right, how are we doing with our power supply at the moment? We're not really pushing the boundaries, to be honest with you. We're about 137 watts. And, we're only at 70. So it's like we're not really going to be pushing any kind of issues anytime soon, which is good. I remember the pumps. Could have done with them earlier, but oh well. A future plan. I'll put that with myself there, and then I will always remember. Yeah, we go. So, right, where's the nearest? Why you stop? Oh, because you're full. That's why. Wait, what? Oh, it's because you're making too much. That's why. I forgot. Since we've upgraded the iron production, everything has too much. I miss this. This is a new feeling for me. Oh, God. Right. Now we just need a shit ton of metal. All the metal we can have. And then all of this. I'm thinking we're going to be good. But I'm going to make a few more just in case. 20 on top of that should be fine. We'll also do this because this is better. Perfect. Having constructing shit in 5s doesn't really work. Right, we'll cancel that as well. Go 20. There we go. It takes time, but yeah, there we are. Right, okay. Now that that's done, I can construct the other stuff in peace, theoretically. I need iron sticks, but really we just need copper. So I need metal, copper, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I just need copper. The copper's on the other side, I remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, good. 405, if you please. Ah, God bless this thing. And we're making it as fast as we need to, which is good. So, all we need to do now is probably construct a... Well, we can't... Well, no, we can construct a few more cliff bombs whilst we're waiting, but... Actually, no, we're probably going to need... remind me, how do we need cliff bombs again? Coal, metal, steel... Okay, so we need explosives, which we've got plenty of. Grenades, which we need a production supply of. And empty barrels. It is easier just to construct them from hand. It's funny, raw materials are easier to work with than the actual items required. I kind of wish you could choose between the both of them. Like, instead of having to go, in order to automate the production, you have to have the other stuff. It's like, well, it's faster. Okay, I say this hypothetically. It's faster because I have a mod which allows faster handmade construction. Thus, it does defeat the purpose, which means in other cases it would be taking forever. But I'll say instead it is easier to construct cliff demolitions with raw material, because you don't need the production facility to make the barrels, to make this, to make that. So it kind of feels like a moot point. When it comes down to it, and I feel that it would be better served. It would be better served if. How are we doing for them? Oh, we'll be fine. it would be better served if they didn't go with that. But hey ho. Like, you could have the... It would be better served if you could basically be like, okay, so you have to make more raw materials. So, for example, more iron rods, more of something else, to get the same result as one of the things. Because then it would be, you know, yes, arguably it would defeat the purpose of the whole recipe in the first place. But at least we wouldn't be having to spend forever. Right, put that down there. Okay. So pretty much that goes to there. We probably could do with more of these. We're probably going to need more of the. Yeah. Well, we can deal with the first one. Okay, so we can't do anything with that. What we can do, though, is kind of this. Yeah. And then... sort of like that. Right, move away from the thing so that the robots don't trigger it. Probably might need to disconnect this one as well. We've overdone it a bit on this thing, but we are going to be depriving the... we are going to be using these things quite a bit in the other sectors. Wish there was like a higher... There's loads of things, I'm not going to lie. They're like little balance fixes that I think I probably would like to see. I say balance fixes. Is it snowing again? Oh yeah, it's still snowing. It's a light dusting, but it is still snowing. Bugger. It is kinda mental. I mean, it's more like, hang on. Kind of like in the system of, like... Oh, that looks nice. That is very nice. I like that. We're going to need something for here, though. Yeah, it's still snowing. Still snowing. Holy shit. Right, anyway. Let's get going with this. What's the biggest... Yeah, it's going to be that. Oh, hello. Ah, they're coming. And the big ones are worse now. Um... Yeah, the northern bugs are quite numerous. I'll have to take care of them at some point, but to be honest, we're holding out pretty well. I may need to seriously consider getting some laser turrets being... Well, the good news is, once we establish this base of operations, I can, to a degree, seriously consider putting laser turrets in, because with the amount of power that they'll consume, yes, we'll be demanding, but at least, but it will be at least, there we go. With them being, with the amount of power consumption that it will use, yes, will be quite severe, but we will be able to afford it. Alright, let's see. Where is the... Ah, there it is. Boom. How are we doing for everything else? We have that, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh my god, have you been there all this time? Poor thing. It's taken all this time to get to me. Right. So methinks we're going to be in a bit of shit. Unless we have 2 rows, but then... Really, all this is doing is just leading straight towards, unless we do 2 lines. I mean... If there was a metal thing, we'd be... Well, there is. It's right there. Built the defences, as long as we focus up on the northern side. It's just trying to figure out how do I get this to work. What do I want? Well, let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's get the power reserves sorted for this place. Then we'll worry about... Right. That's the first section sorted. We've got 2 remaining. Which are using power, but they could use it more efficiently. I mean, we are requiring a lot of coal for this entire endeavour. Oh, that reminds me. Go mad! Go fucking mental. Oh yeah, we probably could do with upgrading some of the other infrastructure, but yeah, let's we don't have enough metal. Wow. Okay. I underestimated how many steam engines I'd actually need. Holy God. Yeah, no. Oh my God. Right. I'll also need to change out how these, Didn't I have a powered base? Oh. No, I used the wrong fucking one, didn't I? No, I didn't. I used the correct one, but I don't think I made the right adjustments to it. It sucks. Right, well, what we can do is upgrade towards that. Right, cool. And then that way we can still... pardon me. Right, so get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Oh, we've got work to do. I'll need to make some revisions to the design so that way I can get the Mark II. Like, I'll need to make the Mark I and the Mark II edition of the base, just so that way it's not going to be so... But this is the superior way of utilizing the power base, so I will basically make this thing work. I'll just need to make the adjustments. Right. Okay. So, it's a bit laborious, but there is a good reason for getting this ship to work as we need to, because having this facility being, well, having it like this. Right, I think that gives us the entirety. I'll just need to make a fuckload more. We're probably gonna need... Okay, how many do we need? We're gonna need at least... actually, oh, shit. Let me ghost it, you son of a bitch. Well, I'll put the thing down there. I don't think we'll need a burner inserters. I really need to regenerate this design. Well, we'll deal with that once we get the whole thing, but I think what I'll have to do first of all is make a shit ton of these burner... Well, first of all, we need a shit ton of these things, but yeah. Okay. We'll have to deal with this as we need to, but... no. Actually, that's a good shout. Just do it this way. Perfect. Right. Get rid of the burner inserters. Go away. Right, let's take care of you. Take care of you. Alright, cool. That's the worst of the crap done. And then what we need to do now is just, we'll need to make... Where's the car? Oh, you son of a bitch, don't you dare. Yeah, they actually work better that way, lol. I am making it more efficient. Yes! Because now it's clear, which will be the most important thing. Right, okay. That's going on with that. That's going on with that. Where's my car? There's my car. Right, so what we need to do now is... We've established a power supply over there. We've got everything set up. Let's now go deal with other problems. Namely, let's get rid of the, namely, let's deal with the forest, well, let's deal with this one. How many do we have? Not enough. Right. We'll hold off for now. Make our way back. We'll need a shitload of inserters. God, it's cold. Still snowing. It's kind of gone to the more serious kind now. It's not like heavy snow, but it's snowing. It's not stopped snowing. So we probably could see a tiny layer of snow, which makes the whole my friends getting back from work an interesting predicament. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm not snow. I'm like, I mean, okay. Worst case scenario, and I'm really hoping this isn't the case. My friends can walk home, but it's gonna be fucking cold. It's gonna be kind of treacherous because of whatever ice may be. And I've done the walk home big from town deal. This goes back quite some time, but in 2011, early 2011, when I used to live in the southwest, it snowed in Cornwall for the first time in, like, I don't know when. I've never seen it snow since, and that was me living there for over 7 years. So, you know, that's... suffice it to say, it was a pretty rare thing for it to snow in Cornwall. And you can tell it was rare to snow in Cornwall because all the inhabitants lost their shit. There was, like, cars... there was basically... It would only pitter-pattered for a little bit to start with. But it just kept coming. And then after a while, it caked the entire area. But the biggest, most frightening aspect was the initial 5 minutes after the first levels of snow had dropped. Because what had happened was the town I was living at, Truro, was a thin layer of snow, and the ice was mental. It was everywhere. And, like, you could see cars on the backside and horizon just slipping and sliding, going all over the place. It was mental. I've never seen that many cars. Oh god, like it was kind of like baby edition of the you know, it's like, it was kind of like Day After Tomorrow, if you're Cornish. It was everywhere. And, okay, I'm over-dramatizing it. It was basically, the town was beginning to get covered in snow, and the snow was getting quite thick. Like, you could, you know, you had to wear boots and, you know, wear pretty decent protective clothing before you could do whatever. But where it comes into factor with me was that I was going shopping with my stepfather, and at the time, the car was slipping and sliding, and, you know, where we were, you have to go downhill to get anywhere, from the local Sainsbury's store. So, imagine, like, a slight downhill towards this, like, trio of roundabouts, which, you know, the cars are slipping and sliding all over the place, and I will always credit my stepfather for being fucking good at driving, because, you know, he was, able to, on numerous occasions, when the car started to slide, correct it and get back into form. It was... I've not done it, and I don't think I could do it as well as he did. So, I'm grateful for that. The next thing, of course, was when we got to the roundabouts, we had kind of the lesser of evils. We had to choose between a rather sharpish downward turnings to the right, which would be the way home, but you have to go downhill around a sort of tight, like, steeper tight left corner before going into a more gradual incline. And there's, like, trees and other shit on each side, so it was dodgy, to say the least. And there was cars struggling going down that, which was terrifying enough. The second option was to go to the left, which took us directly into town, but it was a tight road. Went downhill slowly, but again, it was a tight road. There was neighborhoods, there was cars up in there, and it was kind of a fucked situation, to be fair. And then finally, there was the option to go forwards, which took us to a dual carriageway, which basically had an arcing corner going down the hill. And it was just like, we were kind of, you know, there were cars there, things were slipping and sliding, but it was a wide open road. And my stepfather took the option of going forward, because whilst we were going down there, we did slip and slide. Again, he kept control. We never lost control. He kept control going down that hill all the way. It was mental. But, yeah, so we eventually drove safely enough into town, and we parked the car with our shopping inside the town, and we just left it there. We actually had to abandon the car in the town. It was my first time ever abandoning a car in town with snow. And there was, like, there were people having snowball fights or whatever. There was a police officer just walking around, like, what the fuck can you do? It was just like, you know, you were just sitting there like, well, what can you do, Mr. Law and Order? Where was the order? You couldn't keep the law if there was no order. So, like, we were just sitting there like, what the fuck do we do? So, we basically, we made the call to pick up whatever shopping was absolutely essential and just walk home. And it took us, the distance from Truro to where I used to live was about, when you're driving from Truro to where I used to live, it was about 15-20 minutes. No, sorry, about 5 to 10 minutes to get in and out of the place. Easily 5 to 10 minutes. Quicker if you're not being careful. Quicker if you're not driving at the speed limit, obviously. But no, I'd say about 5-10 minutes. Maximum 20 minutes it would take you. So no journey at all. Like, you could nip to the shops and back again and be home before the hour was out if you wanted to do a quick shop. This journey, going on foot, in the snow, took us about 40 minutes to an hour. Hey, Interweb! Glad to see you back, mate. Happy New Year to you. So yeah, like, this journey took myself and my stepfather about an hour. Easily an hour to about, you know, an hour and 10 minutes. Walking down an uphill, through snow, through ice, through all the shit. And, like, yeah, it was absolutely mental. One of those experiences that I've never, like, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm sure people have walked in the snow, they've had to abandon their cars before, but in my case, I'd be hard-pressed to say, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, dot. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say there's a definite. I woke up to find out what was going on in America. I'll thank you to not talk too much about it because I kind of want to have a bit of a sense of escapism. I don't want to give up on 2021 just yet. Okay, you know, it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's all over the place, really. This year's been an interesting one, to say the least. It's already being an interesting one, to say the least, so, yeah. But no, going back to the whole point of what I was making originally, is that with the snow... Actually, I'm gonna take my headset off. Well, my headset's off. That's the noise of me disconnecting the wire from my headset, so hopefully I haven't balked it. But there is a light layer of snow. I'm looking out my window right now, and there is a light layer of snow. Yeah. it's not a heavy, but there is, I think if it continues to snow at the pace that it is, by afternoon, we've probably got, like, maybe a couple of inches. I'm going to look out the front as well. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be there. I'm going to run a... I've never done this before in a stream before, but... Yeah, it's like, it's not probably setting as much, but... I'll have a look out the street. So, yeah, it's caking on the roads a bit. The roads are definitely covered. And, yeah, it's pretty... I don't know how garbled my voice is. I'm not entirely sure if you can hear me either. But what I can say is that the snow is definitely coming down, and any kind of vehicle transportation is going to be extremely pressed for any kind of efficiency. But yeah, no, it's coming down fairly decently. I'm going to have to probably think about what my friends are going to have to do, because they're at work at the moment. I'm having a day off. Of all the days to have a day off, I have it when it snows. Oh my god. That's actually kind of hilarious. Ah, my phone's charged. Good. Trains, yeah. I mean, I will agree with you. Snow is kind of an evil. Snow is kind of an evil, definitely on that one. I'll also say, though, that snow is... It's kind of interesting, because snow... Oh, I almost forgot about that. Electric mining drills. What do I need for this? More metal and copper. Gotcha. Oops. Well, no, the thing is, I would say snow is brilliant to a child. Someone who doesn't have to drive. Snow is more often than not seen as this sort of be-all and end-all of godliness. Well, true. Though you do get the snow issues from even experienced people, but they can just get caught. Ooh, what was that? Ah, thank you very much, XQ Chats, for 262 view. What? Oh, damn. Shit. Okay, no pressure. Just carry loads of people. Ha! That's quite a gift. Thank you. I am suspicious, but... no, what am I doing? Ugh, that's dumb. Why would I do that? That's dumb. I need this. There we go. Just need a little bit... Whoops. I think my inventory exploded a bit. We need more metal. But no, snow, I would say, is great if you don't drive. If you drive, then snow is your worst nightmare. Which is true. But yeah, snow is terrifying. But again, it's a fun experience if you can, you know, handle the whole... I mean, again, I'm indifferent to snow, really. I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. You know, it's rare enough that I go, oh, it's snowing, isn't that lovely? Only when I'm, like, not driving. Like today. Today, I'm indifferently happy to snow. Ooh. Yeah, respect to you for that. That, especially, can I ask, when it comes to snow and, like, keeping the train, I mean, I assume you work with steam engines. I assume you've worked with a number of steam engines. How much of a bitch is it to keep the engine at the right temperature when it comes to ice and snow? Because that must be an absolute arse of a job. Like, that must be a bitch and a half. I mean, obviously, yeah, it makes sense because of the whole COVID situation. But like, oh, you don't work on the engines. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, I just realized I don't have the pumps. Well, I need to get rid of the things anyway, so... Digga, 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 digga. Huzzay! That's all the steam engines sorted on my end. Right. We've got 20 of them left, which is great, because then if I ever want to make more, then we can. Right. There we go. Okay. I always kind of wondered when it was snowing that if with, you know, like when the trains are being caked in snow or whatever, that they'd have to like do some kind of special technique to avoid the engine kind of just going on you. Because, you know, train engines make the raspberry when you don't give them enough water. When you don't treat them nice enough. Oh no, the engine's getting a bit temperamental. Oh crap, get more coal. God, imagine a train that like blew raspberries off just farted when it didn't like what was going on. Oh. Oh god, yeah, yeah, obviously, because well, the thing is, trains have that luxury of being quite heavy. So, like, whenever you get whenever you get something like that, you can have you could argue they reliably, they could just, you know, thump themselves. They can just basically crack the ice open like a ship would in, the Antarcticas. Well, that would probably be a better location for it. Oh, damn. Yeah, you'd think with them being, you'd think with them actually being... Steamman, can I do this? I can, somehow, but okay. I mean, it is, in comparison to, like... Serious adhesion issues in it. I suppose. Depending on the ice, how thick the ice is and all that jazz, it must be a bit of a special case for, there must be like a few places where like if you, there's a lot of fucking coal here. Goes a little bit beyond, but there we go. Really? Yeah, there's no resources there, so we'll probably have to go for something over here. How far out can we go? There, okay. Hmm. Yikes. That is, that is quite a bit of power. Jeremy Clarkson would be proud. Okay. That's better than nothing. How far away can I do this? Because I kind of want to do this all in one go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Say you there. You there. Actually, no, you don't need to be there, do you? More or less there. Fortunately, I'm having to go by the wires. Oh, leaves down. I know, yeah, those ones are quite nasty because... Well, it's the same with cars. Leaves in cars are terrifying enough. It's like... It's basically, when I was learning how to drive, I was told treat leaves just like ice. You know, they can fuck you over quite royally if you're not careful. And it is quite surprising how much you will, how much control you can lose just by not taking leaves seriously. Yeah, I can imagine. It must be like pretty much, hey, you know that train that was next to the railroad? Yeah, well, guess what? It's on the railroad now. Though, I am surprised that... there we go. We're good. I am surprised, though, that... oh, we got it. Yeah, well, it's with with trains and everything, it's like, you don't fuck around with that. Trains are pretty much an instant death if you're not careful, and unfortunately with trains, it can do quite a lot of damage. I mean, we're not talking Call of Duty World War II levels of damage, but we are talking about, I mean, to be honest with that fucking segment in that just is the most Michael Bay of Michael Bays. Yeah, we're gonna have to make... We've got many bits of coal we're gonna be dredging up. Yeah, train accident. I've seen. I mean, what was it? I remember the last one I saw was that. Wasn't there one in Spain that happened a number of years ago? It was a tourist thingy, and if memory serves correctly, it was like the train was going around a corner, and the whole thing just basically just caked onto one side, and it was like pretty much game over from then on. Because when your train goes sideways at in excess of like 100 miles an hour, you're kind of on the boned spectrum. Pretty dramatic footage as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember the driver basically got given the shit kick. It basically got told, yeah, you went way too fast. Like, he tried to... to be honest with you, the list of, like, big sort of event accidents so far have been driver error. With with, like, a couple of them, maybe... Like, what was it? The Costa Concordia, for example. That guy, that was the one with the Italian captain who basically said, bugger this for a packet of chips, and, you know, he went way too close to the coastline of an island near it, on the Italian coast. Basically grinded up alongside one of the islands, and when he was being, you know, whilst, you know, doing the right thing, he said, bugger this for a packet of chips. And, like, the bloody Coast Guard, like, you will get back on that fucking ship. You will stay where the fuck you are. And he was like, nope, bye-bye. I don't know what he was thinking he was going to get away with, because he wasn't exactly going to go... He wasn't going to go to the next town, put a cap over his head and be like, oh, that ship having a sinking. Oh, dear. Like, he wasn't going to... I don't know what he was thinking when he did that shit, because he wasn't going to get away with that. No fucking way was he going to get away with that. But it just goes to show, stupid people, stupid people. Well, stupid people do many stupid things. Right, so we need to do it something like this. No, you don't. Not with passengers on board. That is just... I don't know what prompted him to do it. That's the thing. I'd love to, like... Well, I wouldn't love... well, first of all, I'd love to find the guy and slap him one for being so cowardice with regards to passengers. But... more to the point, I just would want to know why. What made him think that abandoning his station and leaving all those people on the ship was a better idea than doing his job and making sure everyone got off that boat? Or as many people as possible, God forbid if you can't get everyone off the ship. Yeah, come... That is a cool name. Without a doubt, that is a cool name. And to be honest with you, the Coast Guard, and, well, a guy who called DeFalco, reacting like that, saying, you know, shouting at him, saying, you will stay on that fucking ship. Like, that is someone to respect. There we go. Oh, hang on. Right. We don't need the lights, but... Oh no, train driving is I would never say that train driving is a good thing. I mean, there is that song, the London Underground song, but yeah, probably different now. Right, there we go. Alright, the good news is we got all the things we need to technically turn the power base into it. Only the problem is I can't really figure out what to do with the spare 2 bits of this stuff. Unless we just have them as a separate production line and we just keep them on the whole. Not great idea logic, but it is some idea logic. Six to a 4 merger. Yeah, I've got the 4-belt merger, but I might try and... Yeah, I'll probably try and... I probably should try and look for something, but... Hang on, maybe if I look at the... Factorio. I mean, yes and no. This... I do enjoy... I would like to use trains, but right now I'm kind of going with stuff I'm extremely familiar with and focus on. When I make trains... That's more for more... What I'm thinking of doing is... Utilize... Okay, so here's the plan. The two coal production facilities will... yeah, GG. Well, for the sake of the audience, the 2 coal production facilities will basically be utilized for this power station sector. And what will happen is they're going to provide the power to the rest of the base, which will get them sorted up there. The train side of things is only for... what I'm intending to be, which is for the mainly production, you know, when we've got modules and stuff that's been produced and made into more efficient things. This is my first time utilizing this thing, so trains are kind of, I've used trains as an experiment, and they have been successful, which is great, but, I'm committed to making belts. Especially for sending the stuff over to here. Maybe in the future I can redesign this so that this stuff basically turns into like a train line which goes straight up north. But it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out how best to make other stuff work. To be honest with you, it makes more sense to put a fucking train there, wouldn't it? But I've made my decisions and future endeavors will be going with that. This is my first major playthrough of this game, and it's like, the more I spend fanny-arsing around fixing shit, the less progress I make. But I am going to make, merge, 6 belts, or belt balancer. Where's the... Oh, the balancer thing, no. 6 to 4. Oh god. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the other posts on the thing. There is plenty of belt stuff, but I think for the time being, we'll hold off for that. We'll look for something somewhere a little bit later on, but yeah. Okay, oh, alright. I was just saying, I'm intending on turning these two into power production facilities so that this runs, and then I'll be able to expand the fields of that to be able to potentially take some of them to work on other bits. So, basically, these two making power for that, and then as I further go down, I'll try and expand and do some other bits. Train lines would be a good idea, but I want to try and, like, solidify my presence here on this bit. And if the more I spend fixing shit, the less time we actually make progressing. And I kind of want to get to the point now where I'm like, right, let's actually make some progression towards finishing this thing. And then when I do my new one, then we'll go nuts with trains. I promise the next one will have much more train usage. Good. No, but I complete the requirements to get the rocket going is basically the big thing here. More to the point, I'm also utilizing this opportunity to prep for my next for the next Factorio. Then don't forget we've got other games that are on the horizon. We may after a while pop onto another game just to sort of keep the variety going. And also because I need to make some progress in other things. Well, it should be funny that you mentioned that, because last night I finally cracked something, which I'm very proud of, and I think you also would be proud of as well, considering if you're a nice person and appreciate when a noob learns how to do something on their own. I'll do better. I'll show you. Hang on. Let me just get the thumbnail going. Edit. I save that image. Yeah, I'm aware from that. It is under the thumbnails, isn't it? I think I might have accidentally saved it to my Star Citizen thumbnails. Yes, I did. Right, okay. I'll send a Geyser image of the thing. Last night. There it is. Boom. So for those who are watching this, this is on Restream, and you've just received a little thing. But I'll wait until Interweb goes in for a guess before I do stuff. Whilst we're doing that, let's also do this. For the sake of those watching, what I'm also doing with this is I'm basically building this up so that once this is constructed, I'll be able to make a blueprint of this edition and basically put it as the version of the steam power facility that I kind of would say is the most optimal. I just need the water pumps, but I've got one. Yeah, it was the JDAM. It was the, I have done both. I have figured out how to utilize the targeting pod, the lightning pod, to a decent enough level. I wouldn't say I'm perfect at it, but I'm, control optimizations where I'm getting there. I probably need to make a few refinements. But the big thing is I was able to use the AGM65E and F. The E, a little bit easier. But the F, the F I was able to get the last couple of missiles out onto. Theoretically speaking, the F is easier to utilize, because all you have to do is look at the target, uncage the missile on the left at MFD, and then press the fire button, and then you shout rifle. Then, yeah, problem solved. But, it was more the fact that I was able to, Well, true, but there is all... Yes and no. You see, here's the thing. The E allows you to precisely target what you're aiming at. And if you have a furball of the thing where there's like friendly items or whatever, and you fire the missile, there's a chance it may go into other stuff. Again, it's also easier to work. Don't forget, mate, you can't, as I said, you're a DCS, as DCS pro, you also got to realize that there are multiple uses for the same weapon. You can be quite efficient with that. Okay, so I'm going to have to throw a little message into there saying, it's just a game. Like, yes, you utilize things correctly, but if you start going for the high professional Milsim group, this is what happens when you get newer players, because they'll figure out how to use a very advanced piece of kit, maybe not as it should be done, but how they were able to learn it. And then if you go in saying, oh, it's the wrong way, you should do it, blah, 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 it kind of kills the fun of the player who just figured out how to use a very advanced piece of kit for the first time, not being taught, and you kind of killed the buzz for it. Yes, there are plenty of more, finger quote, professional ways to use the AGM-65N, but really, at the end of the day, you're firing a missile at a target that goes boom. Does it really matter if the target is a bridge? Oh, yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is, in the regards to other stuff, if there is, for example, a position where you've got to nuke a target, for example, an armored vehicle or whatever, again, circumstances dependent, you never know what you might have to worry about. Maybe something goes wrong as you fire the missile mid-flow, you know? If you're in a combat zone, shit doesn't exactly seem to be normal. Right, so what do I do with this? I need to spread this out. You got 8 of those leading into. But yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't fire exactly where friends are. But the point is, shit can go wrong with that. And also, I kind of like having the precise point. Like the infrared stuff is fine, but again, it's kind of like a semi-active. It's like when you fire oh, is it a Fox 1 or a Fox 2? I can never remember the damn name for it. But basically, no, Fox 3 maybe. Fox 1 is the AMRAAMs. Fox 2 is the Sidewinder, so Fox 3... Yeah, players killing friendlies, yeah, no, I get it. I'll never say that I know what I'm doing when it comes to stuff like DCS. I figured out how to use it, but that does not mean I am a proficient user in it. You know, any moron can fire a rifle, it's if they can hit the target that matters. Then the right target as well. Oh, so it's a Fox 2. So Fox 1 is... Yeah, so Fox 2 was what I was talking about. Because, like, if you fire a Fox 2, that's basically into a furball, you're guaranteeing one of your friendlies can basically get slapped in the face with a missile. But with regards to the... going back to the whole Maverick situation, I'm very happy to report that I can use the AGM-3, 65E, sorry, which is arguably, in my opinion, better because it allows me to be more precise. I like the functionality of the more precise nature. Yes, its intended targets is meant to be bridges and other stuff, but at the same time, a missile is a missile is a missile. You know, it doesn't matter what its designated role is, it kind of does the job. If target goes bye-bye, I'm happy. Saying all that, you're making me want to play the damn game now. Just to fuck around in that. Oh, boy. Right. We may get the power set up on that, and I might actually switch over to it. That, or I might switch over to Final Fantasy. I'm leaning more towards DCS, but we'll see. Oh, cannot reconnect rolling stock, GG. Alright, well, let's focus on this, because I'm getting a bit distracted. Okay, so... we're going to go with... Right, we need the fuel to be able to get the stuff going, so I'm thinking... 1, 2... Unless what we can do is have... Actually, that might make more sense. Okay, I've got an idea. It's not a great idea. How many generator facilities do we have? Because we only need 1 to feed it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could dedicate the 4 at the bottom, because this one is bigger than this one. So the 4 facilities at the bottom could basically go to dedicate themselves towards that. Maybe even connecting all of the facilities down here towards this, then this one can be utilized for production facilities, which makes a little bit more sense. For flying towards the edge, yeah. True. I will agree that the yeah, I will say the utilizing it for the fire and forget thing. I mean, bearing in mind, I think what was it to explain the situation from yesterday? I had figured out how to it was late last night when I did it, but I focused a bit more on getting the AGM65E functional versus the AGM65F. Do I have the... I know what I can do. No, I don't. Because that would be the two, yeah. What I'll do with this lot, though, is this. Muhaha. So, yeah, when I was doing it late last night, I was focusing on mainly figuring out how to use the... I was mainly focusing on how to actually get the AGM65s to work entirely, because it kind of because at first when I was learning how to do this, it looked like or it felt like there was something kind of fucky about it. It didn't quite seem right. You know when you're learning how to do something in a game, you do it, but you don't know how you did it. And so you spend more time kind of thinking to yourself, okay, so maybe if I do it like this, it'll work. And so it was a lot of experimentation, but then when I eventually got around to figuring out, oh, I have to hit this button to do this, or I have to hit that button to do that, it was, that was when I discovered, like, when I was watching the tutorial videos, when I was trying to do it, target of opportunity is what I was referencing. The video in question I was utilizing to teach myself was Red Kite's comprehensive guide on doing that. I don't think I did a very good job. I kind of tried to use target of opportunity mode on that, and it didn't quite work out as I hoped. So I was kind of like, well, shit. But in regards to... It's still snowing. GG. In regards to utilizing... yeah, I mean, in regards to what I'm more comfortable with, I'd say the AGM series is probably the missiles, the AGM 65 series is probably what I'm more comfortable with, than the AGM, than the JDAMs. Also, I'm trying to figure out which bombs are which for the JDAM series. Ooh. You see, I'm hoping to progress up to the, like, to be honest with you, the stupid thing is, let's say, yeah, we'll go here. The thing is, I'm hoping one day to progress up to the Warthog. I mean, that's my dream goal. That is actually my goal in DCS, is to get myself a Warthog. Like, I've got the Warthogs, I've bought the Warthogs, they're in my garage, theoretically, or hangar at this point, just getting getting dust, because I don't know how to use them. So I'm hoping to be able to start expanding my field, and learning enough about other aspects, like the Lightning Pod, like the Mavericks, and all that jazz, so that one day I may be able to basically jump into an A10 and provide CAS support, close range CAS support, without dying. I did, actually. I got the... You're making me want to play it now even more. God damn you. I got the... Oh, whoops. There's only the one, isn't it? So why is that even there? Right, I will, instead of you... I'll have you just tip. One of you, I'll just pop this. I got the Huey. I got the F-86 Sabre. I got the Harrier. And I got pills. I gotta pay. Gotta go work. There. There we go. Get rid of you. Get you. Stack you guys up that way. And then you guys can go that way. And then you guys can go that way. There we go. So we got this row of vehicles, but I have an idea with this lot. It's probably not the best idea, but I think I will go with it because I will try. Right, let's get one of these out. This is more of an experimentational design. I'm doing this more because I'm curious of what we can do with it, more than, yeah, do it that way then. And then you... It's stuck on the other side. Okay. That sucks. Oh yeah, because it's not going into the thing, is it? That's effectively done. So what can you do? You got the MiG-29 supercarrier. That's very nice of the person who got the supercarrier gifted to you. I'm hoping to get towards carrier operations. Like, I think in order to be able to fly the F-18 with any decent level of merit, I'm probably going to have to fly the damn thing with, Oh, you know what? You've done it. You've made me want to play that game. We're just going to make a quick transition to hop into DCS. Where's the button that allows me to just do this? Bonk. Right. Apologies, guys. I was going to do a Factorio stream. I am going to continue it at some point. But with everyone talking about this thing, it's basically... Yeah, it's there. Right. I'm also going to have to set up my my track IR as well, which is not too bad. It's just putting the the thing on the mount on, but it is just a bit of a pain. Because the track IR system, however amazing and beautiful and everything about it, it is a bitch to keep set. It is, you know, they use the same module. Sorry, I just saw one of my friends who was like adamant not to play Factorio, and he's just played it on the 3rd. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This game, the Factorio, DCS is a game that I'm really biting into. But the thing is, what's kind of sad is I don't have pedals. So I need pedals. I need to have the rudder pedals for the... I need to turn on my SRS as well. Otherwise, I'm going to crunk. I'm going to need to change the name of the stream as well, and the game that we're playing on. So if you bear with me, guys. Right, there we go. Gaming content. DCS. Really? I like how you don't have this now. It's like all the games that... Pro Fortnite. Thank you very much, Mr. Pro Fortnite Gamer, for following. I very much appreciate your time here, and I hope you enjoy your time here as well. I need to come up with like a slogan or something like that. Welcome to the tub for the Scrubbalicious Ducks. There we go. That's I gotta remember that. Welcome to the tub. Right, that's all the licenses I didn't get because I installed everything. DCS World. It's not on here. That's a little harsh. DCS World. Yes, there is. Yes. Right. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, would you look at that? Right. So... Oh my god, I loved it. Fucking loved it. The clouds. The clouds! Like, have you seen the videos subsequently released afterwards? With, like, the... No, yeah, to explain the not on Twitch thing, right. Changing game stuff. Donk. Oh, the mosquito was looking absolutely fine. How about now? There we go. Why is that not showing up? I think my... Yeah, it's working. Is it working? There we go. Yes, it's working. Good. I was a bit concerned for a second there. Apologies for this kind of jumping between the two. It's being a bit of a pain. Is my OBS being a pain? I think it is being a pain. Right. Yeah, the mosquito is looking fine. By the way, guys, let me know if it's working and you can see the screen. Because I don't know if it is. If it is, brilliant. No, the mosquito is looking absolutely lovely. Fantastic. By the way, how is my voice and everything else? I think my voice is all right, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go to my favorite server at the moment. I'm gonna do a slight non-like. Yeah, no, what was it? So no, the what was it? Hopefully I've got the right thing set up. But no, the trailers for the thing was brilliant, and the bit at the end. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I was like, ah! Like, I had to be quiet, but I fangirled so fucking hard. Oh, I can't wait. I am pre-ordering the living shit out of that. If any of you guys are interested in this game and actually have no idea, or actually, more to the point, if any of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, oh, I know, right? But no, if you guys are wondering what this game is that you're just watching right now, this is DCS World. It is a flight simulator more focused in on combat. But the big thing about this game is that they take highly accurate and realistic depictions of either modern, Cold War era, or World War II based jets or planes or whatever. Oh, you can see the... Yeah, I have it on just to make sure it's functioning, and then I turn it off when I'm actually doing stuff. It's only because I just need to know. It kind of tells me when I've loaded into the server as well, because when it shows the... There we go. It lets me know that when I can scroll, because loading into a server in this game is a bit fucky. But yeah, I've got the... Right, search... Oh, someone's in my spot. Oh. Martin! You're in my spot. Right, there we go. When you say the SRS window, do you mean the client window or just the thing at the top left? Because I assume that's what you're talking about. I think he's just taken off. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, this is... Oh, look at that beauty. Soon, my precious Skull Longbothies. Anyway, so this is basically a very highly realistic depiction of modern military aircraft utilizing modern military actual program window. Oh, okay. Huh. Gonna move that away. Oh, hello. Yeah, what the fuck? I moved that. That's on my other screen. That is very strange. What if I hit that? That doesn't register. Oh, I know why. There we go. It was showcasing the other stuff. Wow. Okay, I just saw that message. Yeah, it was the wrong game capture. I don't know why. There we go. I think that's functioning. Twitch is on fire again. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. There we go. I think we're all good then. I think, yeah, it should be functioning. So, yes, basically, this has a highly realistic depiction of most modern military jets. I'm just going to pre-nub. Oh, by the way, interweb, I'm probably, or any other DCS veteran in here, I know how to start this thing up, but I'm going to do it in a way that I was instructed, but it isn't the finger quote way, as most of you guys are probably comfortable with. But what we're going to do is we're going to get into my jet, and we're going to muck around with a few things. Basically, yeah, I do the same thing. The main reason why you do tests is because it's technically the correct way to do it, because in this game, at the moment, let's hope they don't add it, there is no malfunctioning equipment, there is no, it doesn't work, it will just function as it should in most combat scenarios. Right, so I'm going to put a couple of 65Fs on the outer wing and some 65Es. So I'm going to practice with some of the... Yeah, I hope they don't activate that. Yeah, no, I mean, I get the aspect of realism, which makes more sense, because you're like, oh yeah, we're going to make it so that, you know, you have to test it, because that's fun. And I'm like, I don't like having to think, oh yeah, this thing may break on me. It kind of is counterintuitive, if I'll be honest. Right, let's get some extra gallons on that. Alright, that's all set up. I mean, I can imagine if you're really into it, but like afterwards it kind of feels a bit like, eh. Like you kind of just want to get into the plane, take off, do your thing, have a fun in that regard, rather than what it could be. But yeah. So anyway, I will try and do this as quickly as possible whilst explaining all of the different processes I'm doing so that maybe you guys can follow suit. So I have disabled my joystick by pressing the backspace button. And I am now going to turn on the jet. So first we need to hit the battery, put it on, give that a chance to spool up. Then on this left-hand side, there's this APU button you need to hit, which basically begins to spool up the jets and be able to start the process for the plane starting process. Wait until this green light goes on for it to basically say I'm ready. Now we start cranking the left engine. And then this little display here, you basically will see that the RPM of the jet plus all of the temperatures and everything else instantly hot. Kind of is just whichever I hit first. I tend to hit the left mouse button when I use the engine cranks more than the right one, but I occasionally do the right to begin with. It's just dependent on what I do that day. Right, so what we're basically waiting for is it to this sound. So with that sound now active, I now go towards the right engine, cranking that one up. Right, cool. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to turn on the hook bypass field from carrier to field. I don't know why they decided to have it on carrier to begin with, but hey-ho. We'll put the landing light on. Because I'm going into combat, I won't put the formation lights on. We'll turn the consoles up, turning on MFD on the left today, turning MFD on the right today, turning the bright settings on. That is both of the engines now set up. You turn the APU off. You have a look to the left-hand side, grab the oxygen tank set up, sorted for there. This little dial here, you just twizzle it a little bit, just to equalize it. There you go. There's another dial you need to set, which is your rough altitude towards the location. So you want to scroll wheel your way down to this. Press and hold your left mouse button till you see that green light. That means you're fine. The FCS. Oh yeah, turn. There's the brightness for that one. Oh, there it is. Yep, we've got the heads-up display for that. Flight controls. Pressing the alert button warner thing, which is this little doohickey down here. It's basically the a woogie bloogie blue alarm, which basically means if someone's targeting you with a missile or about to shoot you with a missile, it'll give you a heads up. It'll give you like a sound heads up. So we go on to support menu and hit the FCS button, which is this little doohickey down here. Press the master caution, bop, and that should be hit that a couple times just to say yes, I am aware the plane is not flying. Now we'll wait for the this display to come up a little bit, which is fine. That's done. That's done. That's done. Hit the dispenser to that. Right, it's one time. I've got my oxygen on. Hit this to reset, then hit the takeoff trim to reset that. So now that should be fine. Ah, my middle MFD is now secure. Use the button to turn the brightness down on the left side where it says gain. Now comes the most difficult part of taking off, which is the fucking navigation system. So to briefly explain what's going on, also turn my flare onto standby mode so it's warming it up. The radar operation system basically utilizes GPS doohickey to basically to basically keep track of where you are on the map and where everything goes. But there's two ways that you can integrate this system. The first is you just flip the thing on and it'll be set to go. But the problem is it'll take you about 8 minutes for the thing to configure itself and get ready to go. Whereas the method I'm about to show you cuts that down to just 1 minute. Standby and GND, you press this button here. This little thing, the STOHGDG, you have to press that within 10 seconds of you activating that button. Otherwise, you will cause your plane to spend forever taking off, which is an absolute pain in the ass. And I very much recommend you don't do that, because it just takes fucking ages. Let's see, no, ground. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, the quality is rapidly going down. As said, if you haven't done it correctly, it will take you an additional 8 minutes, which is the amount of time it takes for that number to go down. But as you can see, that number is going down very quickly. So it is going to be much better to go into that. So now I think the last thing I need to do before taxiing is change my MFD on the left side to the HUD, which is the same on the top bit, but it's just internal, so I can kind of just keep my eyes focus on the MFDs. And on this right-hand side, not really needing to do anything at the moment, because I could go to SA, but, you know, that's another thing entirely. We're just waiting for this to go down to 0.5, which it is doing now. So within under a minute, we're now gone from 90 to 3 point whatever, which is great. It's very nice. I've got all the like rockets and everything. So let's have an external look at my plane.
R13252.2 radio check.
Got you, Lima Charlie.
R213 copies.
Okay. So that's my jet. I've got 4 Maverick missiles on the top. I've got an anti-everything icon, and my number is number 83. And we're clear to go. As it says down here, we're at 0.5, which means we are okay to change the system from standby to operational. And I need to hit the right nozzle. Nozzle? Turn. Oh, God, I can't speak. Basically, we need to turn the right... I can't remember the fucking name of the thing. We'll call it nozzle. The right nozzle to the IFA, which basically just says it's working. Alright. Oh, my hands are... The one thing about metal joysticks, which sucks, they're metal, which means they're cold. Right. Now we just press the button to lower the canopy. And away we go. And now I need to make the radio call to inform that people on the runway that I am taxiing and will be intending to take off from a runway. Sortie traffic, this is Jaeger Flight 1 F-18 taxiing to runway 6. Sortie traffic. Obviously turn the parking brake off. So our objective today is we're just going to fly around some of the ground-based targets and enjoy various other things, but... Alright. There's a bit of runway etiquette you have to proceed as well. On multiplayer servers, this is just because when you're dealing with this sort of thing, there's nothing more annoying than spending X amount of time getting ready to fly, and then someone smashing into you because they weren't paying attention or weren't looking at the map. So when it comes to being on the runway, you have to look around. Press F10 if you can to see what's going on. Just there's running CAS as well. Okay. Okay. I think it's just... No, we've got another person there as well. We've got targets on the ground over at Gaduta. Okay. Runway is clear and we're able to take off. Salty traffic. Jaeger 1 flight F-18 taking off from runway 6. Salty traffic. Okay, we're ready to go. Fantastic. Right, hit the brakes. Turn the taxi light off so we're not blinding anyone on the runway. Looking around one last time, looking like a badass. Increase the thruster to about 80 on the RPM. Release. Full on. And away we go. Gear up, flaps up. See ya. This game is so much fun. I love it. Right, hit arm, air to ground mode, turning on the flare to maximum, also turning on this. Turn this on to start the cooldown. And Mav. So,
Sochi traffic, Archer 13, taxi, runway 06, via Delta for a straight out eastbound departure, Sochi traffic.
That's the professional way of doing it, by the way, guys. So, Interweb, out of curiosity, why is it that the Mav E doesn't require any cooldown, but the Mav F does? I mean, I know infrared, but still, it's kind of the same principle. Right, let me just get the flare operational. It's on. UFC code is 16. Oh, is 1688. Hit that on both sides. Now them set up is perfect, and the Mav F as well, I assume, is requiring codes as well, or it does not. It does not require codes. Huh. Okay. How are we doing on the thrusters? Let's tone it down a little. I don't want to piss through my fuel too much. Right, where are we going? Get a grid point that. Grid point target.
Sochi traffic, Archer 13, taking runway 06, at Delta for a straight out eastbound departure, Sochi traffic.
Turn the contrast down a bit, increasing the brightness. There we go. Hit that button and declutter. There's the runway. Oh, I see it.
Sochi traffic, Archer 13, clear runway 06, pushing some of the frequency.
should be to my 12. Yeah, there's the runway. Right, there's my targets. Right. Boom. And a cage view, which makes it easier to target stuff.
Altitude.
Bingo.
Altitude.
Eyes on, tracking. Laser is armed. Shift to the side, uncaged. Targeting with lasers. Trig. Hold the trigger. Rifle. Keep the laser on target. Hopefully it hits the target. It's now missing the target. Ah, I think it just missed. Yeah, I think it just missed. Damn. Like, it literally just passed it by. Oh, well. You can come in again. Na 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 na. Yeah, I still getting used to that. Though that said, it was, to be honest with you, it's at this point it's more the process. It's like, okay, I now know how to do it enough to be able to make, like, for example, right there. Yesterday I was struggling to get the damn thing to work. Now I was able to make that correction without really worrying too much. Now it's learning about orbital rotation, but that's something that I'm hoping to train up with the tactical DCS community. Shout out to them. They are probably one of the best communities in a simulation game I have had the pleasure to learn from. They are very friendly. They are very open to questions and various things, and they are very welcoming to any noob. You know, they you know, a lot of them are, you know, former pilots, whatever, and they teach you completely for free. Some places they're like, oh, if you subscribe to me and you know pay me on my Patreon, I can do whatever. But in this one, they're just like, no, we want to play a sim game together, and you know, what better way to play with sim game together than by having people who know what they're talking about teaching you how to play. Yeah. Yeah, the tactical DCS community is very friendly. They've put up with a noob like me very well, and like, it's very fun. It is extremely fun, and I'm very grateful to them, because without them I would not have gotten to the stage where I'm able to learn how to use various other bits, because learning how to fly the AF-18, I was fairly okay, but I was dumb as fuck. Whereas I had someone who just spent a bit of time teaching me how to fly this thing, and without having to, you know, without... Right, oh, I forgot to turn on fucking IFF. I am a numpty. See, now I've got a problem where I can't uncage without breaking lock. Unless... Well, now it's a bit too late. It's up to you, really. You're flying the A-10. Just let me know where roughly you are. Actually, probably I should jump onto the... Do you happen to have the Scrubbalicious Ducks Discord? Because I was going to say, I'll probably pop into the DCS channel for that. Sweet. I'll hop into the channel. I'm on squad 1. Yo.
Heck. Where's my thing? Stuff. Oh god.
Roger that. I'm flying about.
No, not the road, the tank, stupid. Maverick, come on.
Wolf Squad is asking what you're targeting in that...
Anti-5.
Anti-tanks.
rifle again on some other vehicle that's unlucky enough to be within this airfield.
Roger that.
I don't know. Probably war crimes.
Roger that. I'm stuck with my, Right, I'm now at a decent position, changing the angles of attack. Correcting, and hitting the altitude adjustment thing so it doesn't... Perfect. Okay, changing that. Changing to that again, shifting center mass, shifting back.
Ah, Shack T55. Perfect.
How do I uncage from the left MFD? Because it won't let me do it without fucking up the MFD on the right-hand side.
Well, you've got it selected as you see, so just press the engage button. Just press C. Also, you've got to remember that it does have gimbal limits. I think you're basically overflying it, so you need to go back round and...
Yep, I found the problem. It was my own issue. I've got the uncage button, but I keep pressing the wrong button for that. It's unfamiliar.
If you want, I can lace something for you.
I'm not... So far, I'm good at lasing my own targets. I'm not really that familiar with the other one yet, but I feel like a moron because I have the button for uncaging and caging. It's fine. I'm being a moron. Though one other thing I will say is, what's the best, like, how far away should I consider to go before I go, right, now I need to turn around to be able to make a decent attack run?
Well, it's more as far as you feel comfortable, you know, give yourself as long as you need personally to do the thing.
Right.
So I can't, go a while away. Well, think, how long does it take me to fire? Well, okay, go as far as you, say I go, think how long it takes you to find it, and then go as far back that way and then a bit more, and then come back in.
Okay. Okay.
It's how I work.
No, it's a good shout.
But, you know.
Can you use Mavericks without the targeting pod?
Yes.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I have before. Just take some IR maps on their own, or get some other. Because if you have laser Mavericks, you can just use a JTAC or another plane or whatever for them. You know, while it was free to play, I did some JTACing for some people.
Very nice. Right. Where's the range? Is it on? Lasers armed, heading on the left side. Targeting with laser.
I swear this T-55 may have like the best delinium ever. I've gun run it twice and it's still alive. I mean, kudos to it.
Rifle. I think I'm about to hit the target correctly. I'm seeing my missile go out as well, which is brilliant. Now it's just getting that experience of figuring out how best to... I think I've got a good line on the target.
Yeah, it looked pretty good from where I was standing. Well, not standing, but flying.
Impact, kill.
Good job.
Thank you. It's when it comes to utilizing the other the MAV-F, it's not as important when it comes to the other one, is it? Like when it comes to targets, sorry, it's not as important when it comes to target acquisition. Like I don't have to paint the. It's not about constantly painting the target.
No,
it's like the angle of where I paint the target.
Well, yeah, you have to make sure when you launch it, it doesn't, the G's don't immediately cause it to lose its target lock. So, because how in the Maverick screen you have the crosshair where it's looking, and then another crosshair that moves around. I don't know if you've seen that. You've seen that? No.
What was that? Sorry.
So when you have the Mavericks open, you have the crosshair that you use to aim it, right?
Yeah.
And then there's another crosshair that moves around, and that shows you where it's pointing, like, relative to where you are. You pretty much want that other crosshair to be as centralized as possible.
Gotcha.
When you have the Mavericks open, it'll make more sense. Anyway, I think I'm going to dispense some war crimes.
For some reason when I'm trying to move my
Oh, just TDC select the screen a couple of times to cycle through the different modes until you can move it again.
TDC.
Yeah, I think it's TDC. The one that you use to change screens.
Oh, okay.
If you can't move it, it's because it's gone in. You accidentally put it into a different mode. So just keep going until you find the one that lets you move it like normal.
Yep, found it. Thank you. Right. There's a bunch of armored targets to the north of the town, which I'm trying to figure out where the bloody hell they are.
Hold on, I'll see if I can find them.
Well, theoretically, I should be able to. Theoretically,
I'm visual.
you got visual.
If I could do that. Do you see where I am? Where I'm flaring? Tell me when you can look. I don't know. Oi, why is my countermeasures working?
Altitude.
Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Do you know how to use lasers? Do you know how to use laser spot search?
Not at the moment. No, I'm just about
Okay.
used to laser armor. That one.
You've literally just overflown them right now.
Yeah, I figured. Up tracking.
Do you know how to use the helmet-mounted display to make the Maverick do the not the Maverick, make the targeting pod look somewhere?
Altitude.
No, but that would be
Cool.
lovely.
Okay, turn the thing on.
Done.
Do you know how you got the? Do you know how like by default, if you look at your map screen, I can't remember what it's called, how it's got the option to undesignate the target. You've currently got a target designated, a waypoint or something, right?
Oh, the are you talking about the mark points?
The thing that says TGT, yeah. Just make sure you don't have one of those in there.
Yeah, and then
And
basically you fly over the target, press the mark point button, and then
well, you do TDC forward to select your helmet mounted display, and when you do that, it should in the helmet mounted display it should say AGR, and also you should get a little crosshair. I think it's TDC forward. Hold on, I need to check. I can't remember what they're called. No, not TDC. Sensor select forward. Sensor select forward. That one.
Sensor select forward. Okay.
The one that you used to change where the diamond is. I'm tired. I shouldn't be trying to teach you this when I'm tired. Anyway, have you found the button? Have you found the thing so you can this
Hang on.
sensor select? Remember which one that is?
Altitude.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on flying at this point. Oh, lag spike. Oh. Yeah, there you are, you son of a bitch. Right, they're on the crossing.
Yes. So do you remember where sensor select is? Or which one it is?
Right. Okay, I'm on the bottom one with the sensor icon indicating the sensor
Yeah,
select.
no. All I need to do is get rid of the mark point. So sensor select forward a couple of times until your helmet mounted display says AGR and has a little crosshairy looking thing in it.
Right.
Nothing to do with that screen. The HOTAS command, sensor select forward.
Select forward. Fuck, hang on, let me... I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. Sorry, one sec. Let me just get mounted. Am I climbing... No, right. Sorry, I will just say right now, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to... Too many things at once.
Okay, right, stop. You're fine. You know the HOTAS command you use to move the diamond around the different screens?
Yep, that's what I've done.
Forward a couple of times. So...
Right, I've done that a couple of times. I've done it forward. I'm hitting it forward right now. And it's not doing anything.
Sensor select.
Yeah, I'm pressing forward now. Nothing is happening. Let me just get to the right altitude and adjust the controls.
Yeah.
It's possible that it might have changed the...
If not, I'll hop in an FAT myself and check I'm not speaking complete and utter bullshit.
I mean, it could be, I have changed a bunch of controls, so it's possible that you are saying the correct thing. It's just because I was determined to get the flare working, I decided to change the controls for that. Right, I'm at the right altitude. Right. Sensor control switch. Forward.
Yes. Yes, forward.
Right, that has not been put in for some reason. So I'm now inputting it in.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
If you pressed it, if you got a thing on your HUD, right. Then go TDC to press, the thing you used to like lock a target or something.
That one.
Don't press it, because that essentially locks the targeting pod to wherever you're looking.
Okay, that's cool.
And then while you've got the HUD selected forward, you have a very, very fast slew. If you want it to be normal slew, you have to select the screen that the TGP is on for it to be like normal.
Okay.
And if you want to designate something else using that mode, you need to get rid of the mark, deselect the mark point again.
Roger that. Let me just quickly uncage that. Head back up to the top. Right. That is a very useful piece of information.
They added it recently, and it was added to much fanfare, as you can probably imagine.
Oh, god, yeah. Like being able to look at the target and go, boop, you're dead.
Your free trial of life has now ended. Why does that keep happening? Why is A10 broken again? What have they done? Yeah, whatever. Alright, in the meantime, I should probably get rid of some of this other ordnance I have on me, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, god damn it. Show the thing. There we go. Woo! Bloody hell, that's quick.
Yeah, if you want it to stop being so quick, just the sensors control such right so you know, have the normal slowing speed.
Yeah, I'm still getting to grips with this thing. It's not perfect by any means.
It takes time, obviously.
It's a bit of a bitch, I'll be honest with you, because it is just like one of the most difficult things you can learn in this. I'm looking direct front, so where is my targeting switch? Okay, so it's looking that way.
Altitude. Altitude.
Well, the good news is I finally locked onto some of the targets on the road.
Ah, that's good. I don't think they're moving, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to utilization of the Mavericks, when I say I know how to use them, that is literally that's the beginning and end of the conversation. Utilizing them effectively and killing them with other stuff. Is it stationary?
You'll get there.
Great, I know how to kill it.
Moving targets aren't that much harder, but I'm not going to tell you that now because I don't want to confuse you.
I mean, I know that there's different ways you can set up a targeting system, but to be honest with you, right now, the fact that I can use a Maverick to me is just big news. It's just...
Oh yeah, it was the first thing I learned as well, and that's all I ever did for like a few weeks was, oh look, I can use Mavericks.
Maverick!
Yeah.
We need you to clear a building. Maverick! We need you to go escort a building. Oh, sorry, building. A car to a Maverick! We need you to go down to the shop to pick up some groceries. Maverick!
If you're in the vegan, we need to go. We need to go. Have you go and do some air-to-air combat. Say the thing.
Maverick.
Yeah, because the way the Mavericks work in the vegan means they are an incredibly effective air-to-air weapon.
Oh god, yeah. Like you can use them for air-to-air, and I love the fact that you can use them to air-to-air. Right, what do I want to kill?
Not in the Hornet easily, but the vegan, because of how they are, I killed like 3 flankers with them before.
Rifle.
That's interesting.
What?
Plane, why you no work? No, my plane is not working as it should be. In theory. Because my missile warning system isn't working.
Should hit the target by now. Yep. Tunguska! My first Tunguska kill.
Tunguskas and Tors are the most evil things that God has ever invented and bestowed upon us.
What about, Big Bird? I've heard the term.
What, the SA-10?
Yeah.
They're not too bad, as long as you don't fly into them, you know. If they launch and you just don't go near them anymore, you know. But the thing with Tunguskas is, right, they can use radar to find you, then IR launch, so you have no warning of it, and then you explode. Also, they use smokeless rockets.
Oh.
And the SA-15 Tor is very short range, but it's capable of shooting down you, Mavericks, Harms, Sidearms, glide bombs.
So basically what it says, they are the DCS version of a party pooper.
Yes, Tors are that. I can see you running in. This is quite cool. Once you've got your last Maverick off, I'll drop a big cluster bomb on it, because they're cool.
Roger that. How do you change the... I'm having a bit of an issue with the brightness. Oh, actually, there's two things. One, my wing because obviously, I'm assuming because of the weight of the aircraft, it keeps changing.
Yes, you have imbalance.
Yeah, that sounds so much fun. So much... But, you know... Maverick! Right now, I don't care. I can use a Maverick.
Wait, hang on. Oh, I looked behind me. I'm conning. I'm like, how the hell am I conning in an A10? Oh, I'm at 16,000 feet. That makes more sense.
I was gonna say GG.
How am I at 30,000 feet in this thing?
I was gonna. This is like A10 in space. Why am I here? Right, coming in for a run. Up above it. Caged. Rifle.
Altitude.
Okay, I'm gonna roll in. Keep your TGP there so you can witness the destruction that a CBU-97 can rain down upon us. Something.
Hopefully I'm gonna hit the target with this thing.
Oh, it will.
Boom.
I'm sure it will.
Yep, BMP-3 knocked out. Yes, probably not
Right.
what I should have gone for, but
It's a column. You've killed the leading vehicles. Well, you killed the Tunguska, which is actually the scary thing.
yeah, I figured... the thing is, my dream in this game is to be able to do a seed run for, like, the CAS support to come in.
That's Harms, and Harms are terrible because Tors shoot them.
Well, I'm a noob.
Yeah, no, you'll figure it out. You can use them, it's just they're not easy to use because they're terrible. Right. Do not do what I'm doing in this A10 to deploy this bomb, actually, because you do not really dive like this in an A10 to release a weaponry.
Oh,
A weaponry. Pickle. CBU-97. Hopefully that goes vaguely near enough where it kills everything.
I'm witnessing.
Come on. Yeah, that's what it's meant to do. It's a cluster bomb.
Oh, it drops bombs, like, with a package and everything.
Oh, it gets better if you keep watching them.
You might have just missed.
No, it's fine. You'll see why.
Yeah, well, they're going to be on the wrong side of the road.
No, you'll see.
Oh. It goes up and shoots down. Jesus Christ.
Right, how much of the armored column is left?
Not a lot, I'll be honest with you. You've knocked out about... We've got like a couple of soft tops left. Oh.
There.
Oh,
I would like to
someone's-
introduce... No, we've been joined by an F-16. Now, I think I have a... Actually, no, I have bombs until I need to use before I use my dirt up. Rockets? Let's go.
Where are you, rockets?
They're on my...
Yeah.
Do you want me to Burt them or use rockets?
Bert, if you please.
Okay.
It's only because I love the Bert. Bert is my love. Bert is my life.
Alright. Oi. No, stick right now. I do not need you to, Right. That's dead.
Beauty. Good job. You've got one more vehicle still alive. If you want to use rockets on him, that's fine.
Did you witness enough Bert for your mental plane boner?
I have heard the Bert. You don't witness a Bert, you hear a Bert.
Well, if you hear the Bert, it wasn't aimed at you.
Exactly.
No, the last thing. No, there's still one thing.
Right,
Rockets,
going on to
yeah.
safe. Making my way back to RTB.
Making my way downtown. No, don't. Making my way downtown with a cluster bomb. I can't say that.
Na. And I hit you. Na. You're now spaghetti bolognese.
No, your CVU-97s are, like, fun.
They're probably
They're
illegal,
all-
aren't they?
There's treaties about them. They're not actually a war crime unless you bomb a civilian city with them.
Target is. How do you keep it stable? Because I felt like I was constantly fighting the plane when I was flying it on like the training on the videos or whatever. Again, I'm very new to that thing.
What, when you're doing gun runs?
Oh, and just flying in general.
You have to trim this.
Ah, that makes more sense now. Yeah.
It's not like the Hornet where the fly-by-wire does everything. You have to, account for speed changes with trim.
GG.
You did get... So I assume you have the A10C2 as well? Or did you...
Yeah.
Or are you still
I got
on?
both versions.
Good.
I got both versions.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, if you didn't get the upgrade, you kind of missed out on a good deal.
Oh, I got it for like £5.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you didn't get it while the upgrade was cheap, then you're a bit, I don't mean to be mean, but if you miss out on it, you're a bit stupid. Come on.
Oh no, that was a no-brainer. Though I thought I was going to lose the original A10 and swap it for an
No, you don't.
A10 too.
But I mean, you don't really lose anything anyway, to be honest.
No, true, but yeah. Okay,
If
so
anything, you gain.
Taco and Martino taking off from the runway.
Martino. Oh wait, that was a tree. Oops. Well, that's a dead tree now.
Probably. It's what the tree gets for fucking with the United States Marines.
Well, Army and Air Force in this case. You'll be Marines. I'm the Army. No, I'm the Air Force because I'm in
I laser designated the tree because it looked like a tank.
No, I would make a Vietnam War joke right now, but
probably best not to in this given the circumstances.
But you get how you could make one of those.
Yeah, you could totally make one of those. Yes, I'm aware.
Right, I'm going to drop 3 £500 bombs on, no, £1,000 bombs on a single thing in a minute. Look at my fancy bombs. I don't really know how to. I know how to use them, but I always ever use them in GPS mode. But they look cooler than GBU-38s. Therefore, they are cooler.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, these are the fancy bombs you paid for.
I was gonna say, are those the
Combined.
Yeah, the fancy. Yeah, because like
They're the ones that have GPS and lasers in them, so you could GPS drop them through some clouds and then have a laser come and, Right, let's see if I can quickly acquire a tank with the targeting pod, make it my sense point of interest.
I'm going for landing now, guys, so I'm probably not going to be able to witness you too much.
Oh no, I don't really mind.
Witness me! Right.
Are you a tank or otherwise a structure that can be deleted? Yes, you are.
Right, how are we looking for the takeoff? He's landed. Taco's taken off. Sweet.
Oh, damn you, plane. Oh no, thank God I didn't actually abort those ones. You know what, I'm just going to ditch everything and go home.
That looks far enough, doesn't it?
Gun pack safe, master arm safe, TGP off.
Turning. Salty traffic. This is Jaeger 1 F-18 coming in on final to land at runway 06. Salty traffic. Down.
Wait, what was airfield traffic in this server?
Sochi at the moment.
So 252.2.
Oh yeah, 252.5. Yeah, no, sorry, no. The 500 is the radio for like information. 252.200 is the.
I'm sorry. 2525. Wait,
Yeah.
no. Wait, what?
Yeah, 252.500 is the
Yeah,
head,
ATIS.
yeah, ADIS, and the 252.2 is the official radio traffic.
Because technically speaking, I should put in my laced information, but who cares?
There's a lot of technicalities right now that I don't know enough on, so I will just be like, as long as you don't like, as
No,
long
this
as
is
you,
an A10 thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I'm on the opinion of, are
Because
you
you're
taking off or landing? My biggest one right now is just, am I taking off or am I landing?
no, I mean like as in from the ATIS and put something into my flight computer.
Ah,
Because
okay.
that's what. Because you're supposed to tell the computer where the winds are, so it makes stuff more accurate.
Alright, coming in on the final. A little bit low, that's fine. Cutting engine power flow. Landed.
Not bad.
That was a pretty good landing, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, not bad. I can't land that thing to save my life.
What, the F-18?
No,
Really?
no.
How come?
It's just the whole, you basically have to do the throttle power control, which I'm starting to get the hang of in the Vigan. And that thing I can land beautifully. Same with the F14, but the 18 I just can't do.
I mean, to be honest with you, the thing with the F-18, which is something that I'm trying to get out of the habit of now, which is why I'm doing it in the way that they... Because with the F-18, I was instructed to just dump the thing on the runway. Because you can be a lot more aggressive in how you land.
It's got carrier reinforced gear.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's like... oh, wrong button. But the problem is with that is... every other aircraft doesn't have that functionality. So you're basically learning to land one aircraft, and then you'd have to do the whole process again if you wanted to land any other aircraft. So what I'm doing for my own sanity
Oh dear.
is...
Oh crap.
What?
That might have been a hill I just flew into.
Whoops.
Oops, whatever. Mistakes were made.
It's alright, do you know why?
Why?
Maverick!
You know what, speaking of the Vigan, I'm going to fly the Vigan because I love that thing.
What is it about the Vigan that's so... in your opinion, what makes it the ultimate fighter? Is it the design, the weapons, the...
Nothing, I just like it.
Oh, fair enough.
It's one of the things I just like it. I don't know. Also, it's not a fighter. God, no, it's not a fighter.
But it is a jet. Oh, I think I see you.
It's an attack aircraft. Because if you try and do a dogfight in that thing, you will die unless you really know what you're doing.
So...
Because AOA, if you go too high AOA, your engine gets compressor stalls and shuts down.
Ooh.
Which is bad.
Yeah, that tends to be a negative point. Oh, it's snowing a little heavier now.
Also, because it's a delta wing, it basically loses all of its energy as soon as you do any kind of hard turn. Because, big air brake.
You see, I'm surprised that Delta Wing... I mean, okay, I'm not an expert, but I figured the normal aircraft design, like my wing design, would be less advantageous because it's not, I think I quote, cutting through the air as much as a Delta Wing design.
Well, no, the delta wing is much more maneuverable because of how it works. You're turning your entire wing surface into an air brake. So you need a lot of power to compensate for that. I mean, the Mirage, that thing has enough power where it does basically kill anything.
Thank you very much, Viker04 Viker4 for following. I hope you have a very good time on this stream. I'm just going to kind of go next to you and turn up the canopy.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just open it up slightly so I can actually see you.
Oh, you can look at how dead my character's model's eyes are. Like, my guy has a 1,000-yard stare.
Well, he's probably because he knows you're flying it.
No, look at him. Look at the guy. Look at his face. It's ridiculous.
I can't zoom in. Hang on, let me try and see if I can zoom in. Ah, there we go. Don't do anything. Okay, tell me what you got. Mavericks, I see.
Yes.
And
a fuel tank.
Not a lot of weapons on that. Or not?
No. Well, it carries the same amount of Mavericks you carry. Also, these are like... do you know... Guess which, variety of Mavericks these are?
D?
AGM 65B.
Ooh, that sounds so advanced.
Yeah, they're old.
So, quick question. How much fuel does that thing have?
Some. I have to find. Hold on. What it
Some.
carries?
I love
It
that concept.
carries. It carries about £10,000 internally, and then an extra £1,000 in the fuel tank.
Right, put the parking brake on.
That's enough to be doing about Mach 1.3 at sea level for about 7 minutes. Which, when you're doing Mach 1.3 at sea level, is quite a long way.
Mm-hmm. Parent
Have you
menu. Tanks.
Have you seen
are
what I used to
fuel.
aim Mavericks in this thing? It's funny.
What's that?
The Maverick gaming system you're using here. Hold on, I'm gonna like send you a picture over Discord because it's funny to me how terrible it is. Right, yeah.
Does look nice
So
though.
hold on. Left or F1. Yeah. Right. I should technically be in online college, but
Everyone's blah. Right, we're just rearming and refueling our jets, so you'll see the fuel tank get increased fairly soon.
copy. Paste. Hang on a minute.
Oh shit! I forgot to I'll just put fuel up. Why does it just? I have to tell them to refuel my thing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's. You think?
There you go.
All right, let's have a look. Oh,
That is what I used. That is the aiming.
Hang on. Let me just, for the sake of sanity, I'm gonna.
Although, do you want to know one cool thing about the vegan?
Hang on, let me just quickly turn this onto display capture so that you guys can see as well what
he's referring to.
Yeah. What?
Also, do you want to see something epic about the vegan?
So that is
look,
that
no,
targeting.
look at my plane.
Just
Let's look at my plane a second.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, hold on.
There's the icon that he uses to target shit. So that's how old.
I don't think we can see it. Can we see it? Stream's not showing it. I don't think.
Oh, it's possible because the display capture is above the other thing. Let me just quickly do that. Hang on, let me just try again. Ah, there we go.
But what's their fixed zoom and their TV? So at night they don't work. Really.
Okay. There we go. That should hopefully work. So yeah, that's what he's using to try and target that. G fucking G.
No, but do you want to know the best part about the vegan? Look at my plane.
What? What the fuck?
It doesn't have a ground safety.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yes.
Fucking mental. Don't do that again in case the server fucking kicks you.
Oh, it can't tell, but...
You can't tell. There's a trail of a missile and one extremely scared-looking mechanic. But no, we're not gonna...
I've had bombs on this before, forgotten my safety was off, and blown myself up on the
runway. Oh, that's brilliant.
It doesn't have a ground safety, because IRL on the stick, there's a spring-loaded lever you have to push and hold up.
Oh, that sounds brilliant.
But in-game I have it set as a toggle, because, you know, you can be fucked if I'm holding something.
So basically, in order to use the thing, you have to press and hold this lever to be able to...
Do IRL.
GG. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, it's a little thumb switch on the throttle. That's why it doesn't have a ground safety, because you wouldn't be holding... You can't accidentally leave it on. Because, you know, as soon as you let go of it, it returns to 0.
Yeah, so you basically would be fucked if you were going to try and use it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, you'd be trained not to do that.
Well, that's another benefit as well.
Also, do you want to see the extensive selection of liveries I have for this thing? There's 4 of them. I have this one, this one which is obnoxious, and this one which is the same as the first one but has a different number.
Oh, very good. Right, rearming's been complete, refueling has been complete. Okay. I am going to taxi to runway 06.
Make it a 2-ship.
2-ship? Okay.
So I'll come with you.
I'll try and remember the... I'll remember the comms 1 sec. Sochi traffic,
I'm a
Jaeger
vegan,
flight,
just
2
call me
ships,
vegan.
1 F-18, 1 vegan, taxiing to runway 6 for takeoff. Sochi traffic. Right, brakes off. How do you wanna? Do you wanna go first and be on the right, and then I'll come up on your left?
You go first. 5 seconds spacing.
Roger that.
Because this thing goes, and also uses like no runway.
Hmm. Yeah, mine's a little bit wider, unfortunately.
Like so say if you have it's airfield and you have the first taxiway between the first taxiway and the second taxiway, that is all the runway I need to take off and land.
Yeah, true.
Because I don't know, Sweden,
Well, truth be
Sweden
told,
mental.
yeah, the Swedes. I remember there was a more modern edition, I think, of that aircraft that they were boasting about a few years ago, which basically
Well,
could use a regular
the
highway.
replacement.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
this could. All Swedish aircraft from like 1950 are required to be able to use highways.
Yeah, that makes sense. To be honest with you, it's a good
Because
idea.
the whole assumption is Russia will come and bomb all our airfields to shit.
Well, it's not a bad shout. I mean, you
So
know.
all over the country, I had a network of highways, whether it be straight and wide. And so here in Sweden, and the highway becomes suspiciously straight, long, and wide for no reason, and it's in the middle of nowhere. Probably a runway.
Probably. Right, I'm beginning to slow down now.
Okay. Because Finland, they have the same thing, and they operate Hornets from road bases,
How are you for knocking out anti-aircraft?
knocking out aircraft.
Not anti-aircraft. For knocking out
What you mean?
Because there's
What
that...
you mean seed in this thing?
Yeah.
You're not. Your seed is essentially skill.
Roger that.
You take a jammer pod and a chaff flare pod and do some very, very clever flying and drop some bombs on it or something.
I'll take up to the right if you want to take up to the left.
Okay.
I don't know how formations go. Do you want to go equal or side to side or staggered formation?
I'll just go echelon right on you. Do you want me to go first since I accelerate faster than you and I do need to accelerate? I'm stopping.
I'm stopping.
Okay. Okay, I'll go first, then you go a couple seconds after me. Okay.
Well, we can go at the same time. If you're going to be accelerating faster than me, then we'll basically split
Okay.
off as we go. All right, brakes
Go.
on.
Go.
Oh,
Go.
I am the fucking flight lead, you dipshit.
My brakes are on. Sorry.
Oh, stop turning left, turn right.
Oh, you're actually accelerating me. And rotate.
Flaps up. About face.
Alright. Hood position to flight.
Arming. Anti-ground.
Shut up, plane. I know I'm getting to the AOA limits where I'll start killing my engine, but I know what I'm doing, mostly.
Hitting the flare back to on, turning the thing onto that, flopping over to that.
Also, I can't wait for the volumetric clouds.
Oh my god, the fucking clouds look stunning. Oh. They are absolutely stunning.
But yeah, the Vigans repertoire is essentially you go somewhere very quickly, drop everything in one go, and then leave very quickly. And then everybody's there like, what just happened? Why is everything exploded? Plane, please stop going forward.
Alright. What we got? We've still got some targets over on the left-hand side of the airfield, so I'm going to keep on practicing with those. It's weird, my jet, for some reason, despite being fully laden, still kind of wants to fly to a weird angle. Right.
Is it wanting to roll left slightly?
Yeah.
Yes, because the T-pod's on your left conformal.
Of course. I'm dumb. It's fine.
No, you're not dumb. I am speed.
Well, wherever you are, Mr. Speed, I am hoping to not bump into you.
I'm well ahead of you. Alright. I need to stop accelerating.
Alright.
You can frequently accidentally go supersonic in this thing.
I like how you have the term accidentally supersonic. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going Mach 1.
Yes.
Right, to the right.
Like, going Mach 1.3 flying about 100 foot off valley floors is very fun.
Oh, dude, that
When
must be awesome.
When I say 100 feet, I mean 100 feet.
Alright, I have eyes on targets.
I don't, because that's not how I work.
I've got a big flashy screen telling me what to do. Oh. No, I have eyes on T-80s.
Like T-80s?
Yeah, a couple of them are. Mostly T-55s, but we got a couple of T-80s.
Oh, yeah. T-80U.
Alright,
Yeah.
going into Mav, take onto that.
And there's a leftover BTR that apparently survived several hundred rounds of 30mm.
Right, target acquired.
Oh, also, this thing doesn't have an air-to-air radar.
Engaged.
Nor do I have, like, any kind of... Yeah, you don't want to... What I'm saying is don't use this in air-to-air, because you'll die. Like, do you know the sidewinders I have that are on the end of my wings? The ones that I can take when I have the foot. Those are A9P5s or something horrendous. It's not fun. It's no fun.
I can imagine.
Although I see you figured out the fact that the flare has a wide and a narrow setting, which I didn't for about 4 months.
That was the first thing I noticed. Sorry.
That's fine.
Alright, I'm on target, in range.
Stay on target.
Oh, yep, targeting laser, yep. Holding the trigger down, targeting laser. Oh. Rifle.
Maverick. Sorry, I can't do the voice.
Maverick!
Yeah, that one. Oh, there's trees in the way, that's annoying.
I'm gonna kind of keep on target with this one, even though I should technically go, oh, I can relax now. But yeah. I'm still kind of edgy as to whether or not this thing's gonna work. Question, when I'm approaching a target from a long distance away, how do I ensure that my laser still is painting the target as I'm approaching it from a different angle? Or does it not matter from that point when I pull the trigger?
Put the target at the bottom. Put your crosshair at the bottom of whatever you're shooting. Like, instead of putting it smack bang on the tank, put it at like the bottom of its tracks. Because by the time you get close to it, it means that the thing would have migrated to the top of the tank instead of behind the tank.
I have a hit, and the tank is not...
On fire.
Well, it's on fire,
I
which
think.
means it'll... Yeah, it's on fire, so it should have hit the target.
It's almost certainly dead. Give it a minute.
I mean, it's fucked. There we go.
Yeah.
Three targets?
It's fucked. Oh, that you destroy some fences.
The bastard fences. That was a T-55 from the looks of it. Yeah, T-55.
Yeah, there's the last remaining target.
Alright, painting another one. Hang on, I'm just gonna... Oh, I have another AI destroyed. Oh. So, it turns out the tank wasn't actually destroyed. Now it's
Rifle.
destroyed.
Really, I locked the tree behind it. This is why you don't use. This is why you don't use TV guided Mavericks from ages ago when there's bushes near it. I still love the Vigan though.
I mean, what's
I don't
the
care
main
if it's
strength of the Vigan in your opinion? Then is it cash?
speed,
Just speed.
speed and ground attack, and also it has some of the best anti-ship missiles in the game. I can hear clenching.
Slight clenching of the buttocks was required.
Rifle.
Altitude.
Also immense speed, which I've already mentioned several times. Like again, this thing has the power where if I
Rifle.
go at Mach 1.3 on the level, right? And then I pull up to 45 degrees and stay in full afterburn, I'll go up to 60,000 feet.
That was
And
the
then die,
fastest
but-
I ever. That was the fastest I was able to press the. Oh, that's
You did good.
That was fast. Like I basically the laser arm thing kept turning itself off, but I was able to quickly adjust around towards that.
I'm trying to figure out what's not dead and what I've already shot. You don't look dead. I'll shoot you.
Right, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take a wide berth and then go for another pass. I'm on
Rifle.
Mav S now.
Rifle again, and I'm empty.
Oh, damn.
Because of how this thing works, you can get very. I've got 4 Mavericks off in one run before. Lucky, but that's just how this
Oh, it's
works.
black. I need to go that. Oh, that's not helpful. Oh, that's why.
But yeah, some quirks that people don't like about the Viggen is it's very different to every single other aircraft. It's not like it's Russian, it's not like it's Western. Also, it's very analog. Because again, this is a 60s aircraft. That this version's from the 90s, so it's got some computers in it, but it's still mostly analog. Also, it doesn't have a built-in gun.
Oh, it doesn't have a gun.
No, it has gun pods, but no gun.
I would say that's a bad idea, judging from how, like, the Vietnam War, they had, when they introduced the Phantom, which originally didn't have,
Altitude.
Well, the fighter versions of the Viggen had guns, but this is the ground attack version. Because there's a version of the Viggen that has AMRAAMs and a fancy radar in it, but not this one. Let's just put altitude hold on.
Oh no, we lost Taco.
No,
Taco.
we also lost Meatball.
Ah, no one liked him.
Well,
He
I
never
like him because I'm
contributed.
Swedish.
Hmm?
You know, Swedish meatballs, IKEA meatballs.
They are nice, I won't lie.
You know the nickname for this thing is either the Bork, the Swedish Christmas tree, or the Meatball.
I
In
like
DCS anyway,
I like the Swedish Christmas tree.
because it's green and it has the double delta,
Especially if you have all the landing lights up and everything.
and also because it has like, do you know the old-fashioned anti-collision lights, where it's essentially a spinning light, like old police lights.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, so at night you look like you're like a rave machine or a police plane.
I love the concept. It's like you're a fucking rave machine in the middle of a war. It's like, we're under attack, mixer inbound. Where are you, Delta 3? I am ripping it up.
You remember that time? And this is slightly racist, but remember that time? Do you know how America does exercises, right? And they invite other countries to fight them in quotes, right?
Oh yeah, the whole yeah.
Swedish submarine.
I've heard
Remember
of the
that?
story. Yeah, basically the Swedish submarine basically popped up in the middle of the American naval exercise to sort of to showcase that they may need some
Well, no, no.
revisions.
Well, no, they were invited to it, and it sunk the Nimitz in the middle of a carrier group, completely undetected.
Altitude.
Rifle.
Altitude.
And then America threw a hissy fit in and borrowed one of them to look at how it worked.
And that is one dead.
And on the video for it, right, there's a
What?
YouTube video, one of the comments said, right, and the sonar operator thought he could hear ABBA coming through the sonar.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how fucking terrifying it is? You're in the middle of a submarine, or like you're in the middle of like this thing. You're trying to hunt the enemy. You're trying to avoid, sorry,
Yeah.
the enemy. Like you're trying to escape, all that, and all of a sudden you just hear, "You can die, you can die."
And then followed by the ship next to you exploding.
Then just followed by that and sonar sounds in the background. You're just like,
Do you know how the submarine was so damn quiet?
they were using Caterpillar drives.
They were using Stirling engines.
Uh,
I don't. Do you know what those are?
not really. No.
They're essentially they're a very low power engine that's driven by thermal difference, and they are essentially silent. They're clever little things. I'd urge you to look them up at some point.
For some reason, my MFD on the left-hand side is a little balked.
I can see that.
Is it not supposed to do that?
It's a bit weird, that.
I've not encountered this before. I don't know if I've done anything wrong.
I can't think of you doing anything wrong.
I think I've got a malfunctioning Maverick. Malfunctioning Maverick.
So it would actually be a Maverick with that voice.
Yeah, basically there's like it's like whenever something goes wrong, it's just your engine's buggered. Your radar doesn't work. Your plane's gone. Yeah, like you just get this like there's a transmission that's sent out from a plane where it's like it's absolutely guaranteed that it's gonna go down into a ball of flames, and it's like, sir, we got a transmission. What is that? I'm dead.
Yeah, I think the Maverick's a bit buggered.
I think it is. I might have to
Just go.
jettison.
Just go home with it. You'll be fine. Be a bit of a spicier landing.
Maybe. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's pretend that we went to war and we were told at the last second. Wait.
All right, I'm trying to find where you are because I'm trying to look for a spec so I can buzz you at ludicrous speeds.
No thanks.
Where is you? How high is you? You is 7,000 feet. I is 10,000 feet.
Oh, hello. Look who decided to work again.
Did it decide to do the thing it was supposed to?
Well, it's the screen display is now looking around now. The Maverick's like, wait, don't take me home.
I want to explode.
I want a Maverick.
Ah, I found you. Right, don't do any sharp turns a second, so I don't kill you midair. Yeah, stop doing that. Hello, good sir. Goodbye, good sir.
Where are you? Oh,
I already went by you.
I
You
saw.
should have seen me in front.
You should have said which side you were coming from so I could have a jump scare.
I buzzed somebody in a helicopter, like, just above their rotor blades while going very fast, and it scared the bejesus out of them. Yeah, I'd like to stop doing Mach 1.3 now.
That is
Thank
scary.
you.
That is way, way quick.
Do you want to see me go to space?
I'm good.
This lift is going up.
Yeah, you've started the stairway to heaven. Right, let me just swap over back to...
Do your thing, and then we're going to go home. Then you can watch me fail at landing this, because I said I was good at it earlier. So that invariably means I'll cock it up. Oh, also this is... The cockpit is in Swedish.
Yeah, I was going to say, that must be a bit of a fun experience having to not only learn how to fly a jet, but also have to figure out how to fly it with, the...
There is an English cockpit, but I'm not a weakling.
Oh, so there is an option for people who don't speak Spanish.
It's a mod,
Swedish.
but...
I mean,
It's a mod, but... You
yeah,
know.
I mean, it's kind of... I like that you have the option. I like the thing is, it's not about the whole, oh, it's bad because it's a different language that I can't speak. It's more like, hello, there's another group of armored vehicles. I saw you on the map.
Yeah, I'm just circling around the place.
There's another convoy to the left.
Good.
I'll uncage it and...
No, the Swedish have definitely come up with some interesting planes. Like the thing that came before this sort of, which is the Draken, the JAS-35. No, the J-35. They don't actually know the top speed of it because it kept running out of fuel because before they could find the top speed.
Lol.
That's also the plane that the Cobra maneuver is discovered in.
I was gonna say, it makes sense that a delta-winged aircraft would be the one to discover
Yes.
the Cobra.
Yeah, not the one I'm in, the one that came before this, which is essentially literally a big triangle. It's in a War Thunder, I think, the top tier or something. Not that I play War Thunder.
No, you have standards, dear sir.
Well, I occasionally play World of Tanks. That makes me like scum of the earth to some people.
Well, to be honest with you, for me, it's more like I used to play World of Tanks and War Thunder a fair amount. Well, War Thunder less so, but
I stopped playing them because I got bored of like, oh look, here's this thing I have to play like several hundred more times to see something new. You know.
I mean, for me, what kind of killed my buzz for War Thunder and other stuff is, well, but they kind of kept changing the game, not for
Yes.
logical reasons, but to placate the bad players. Like, for example,
Yes.
people were bitching about... A good example is people were bitching about the KV-1S. Now, people will say, yes, the KV-1S is overpowered because if in a platoon, it's undefeatable. But it's like, but 9 times out of 10, when people complained about the KV-1S, they weren't complaining about the fact that it was a legitimate source of pain and anguish, but it was because it was hard for them to kill the vehicle. They didn't know how to angle. They don't know how to...
Yeah.
They
You
didn't...
have to weak spots and
Yeah, weak spots.
outmaneuver.
Yeah, exactly. Outmaneuver, outthink the other opponent. Because most KV-1S players were thick as shit. Because,
They
again...
just
because they saw the big gun, saw the potential for the damage, and they just...
Again, that voice is literally KV-1S drivers.
KV-1S, yeah. And that's basically all she wrote. I can't find for the life of me where the fuck my plane is looking. Where is my stupid target pod looking?
I forget what keybind command is to recenter it. There is one of them.
It's more like I'm trying to figure out where my rocket is looking, so I can figure out. Okay, so that's looking forward. Right, yeah. Now it's looking forward. Now it's looking down. All I wanted to do was just make it so that when I'm looking around. Oh, and it's. How do you put it into snowball mode?
What?
Where
What, snowplow?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. You can't hear me eating these crisps, can you?
I can.
Oh, sorry. You should have told me.
Oh, okay, I probably should have said something about it, but yeah. All I want to do is have this thing follow me whilst I target these cars.
Well, and get rid of your mark point and do the helmet mounted display thing.
I'm trying
That's
to
how I
remember
deal
that.
with it. Remember on the map how you got the TGT button in the top right?
Right.
Press that so it disappears and just turns into waypoint. Then it's you might need to press it a couple times before it turns back into waypoint.
Yep.
Actually, no, you're in the right mode now, so you can just press enter. Also, when you're in that mode, if you're looking at the HUD, you can use your velocity vector to aim it. Because that's how the velocity vector's got a dot in the middle of it now.
Nice. Right. That's whereabouts is it? It's on that road. Eyes tracking.
Altitude.
Wrong area, game, but... All I want to do is just use a Maverick.
Remember when you need to press TDC to press to get it to look where you're looking or where your thingy
Well, that's what
is.
I was pressing. I pressed the thing and it basically went to the bloody forest.
Interesting.
Again, I'm at that point where I don't know enough about it to know what mistake I've made to be able to correct it, but I know that I need to. I can work it. It's like if I give it the ability to, if I can fly the damn thing, I can. Because it's like I'm flying and I'm trying to designate targets at the same time, and it's just not quite.
Welcome to the land of multitasking. Where your will to live disappears.
Well, this is the reason why I put the pod on the underside of the plane, because the issue with I'm having right now is because the pod it's focusing on the side of the plane. Well, because it's on the side of the plane, it'll focus on all the pointless shit, which means when it comes to figuring out where to look for the target, and it's like, god damn it.
What's this red lever do? Well, that's the ejection handle, isn't it? Yeah, let's not pull that.
Too late! How's my fuel? It's doing good. I have to turn it down on the engine front, though. Right, so it's apparently looking in the direction I need it to, which is brilliant because I need it to look in the direction
What
of
is
bad
it snowing?
guys.
No, it's not. It's not snowing. It's
Yeah,
really
it's snowing up.
frosty.
It's snowing up here. Still snowing.
When you say up here, where do you mean up?
I live in the north of the Britain.
Ah, so you are actually up there.
Winter is coming. It's already here, dumbass. Oh, okay.
No, I live in the East Midlands, not the West Midlands. Don't implicate me in those brummies.
Master wouldn't dare be near West Midlands. Bingo!
So I live in the place where everybody hates us.
Tunguskas alert.
This is not a wake. If it's a wake, we'd all be dead.
Right, is that a Tunguska? I think that's a Tunguska. And it's very, very...
Does it have rockets on the side of it?
It's got an antenna.
Yeah, it's a Tunguska.
Yeah, it's a Tunguska. It's just sitting there being a very nice person. It's like, I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna let this person have it because, you know, he's such a nice man.
It's a
They're just-
Tungy. Damn Tungies.
There's just this old grandmother inside the tank, and it's like, oh, I know I should shoot at him, but he was very polite to me. He gave me a cup of tea and a nice old blanket, so I'll let him kill me.
Well, it'd probably be a babushka since it's a Russian vehicle.
Can be inhabited by English people. They can serve in the Russian army if they should so deem.
If they're a citizen.
If they're a citizen of the nation, yep, that's fine. They're entitled to make a call. Uncaged. Hike up a bit. Rifle. Oh, am I going to get a cool explosion as I fly by? Ba-boom, Tunguska, bye-bye. You've got a bunch of vehicles if you want to go ham on them.
I shot all my stuff earlier.
Ooh, kinky.
Well, remember, I have 4 Mavericks, same as you.
True. But I
Do you want a
think
drag race?
I know you're going to beat me.
No, anyway. You were saying I thought you thought I could what?
I thought you could use your supersonic force like Sonic does and like make all the vehicles fly away.
I wish.
Where is this?
Right, I'm gonna go home and hopefully butter a landing. I'm not even gonna bother with comms because there's nobody else around. Fuck them. If somebody else is around, then I'll say something, but otherwise, fuck them.
Just like on the radio, it's like, so, how are you doing? I found you, faker! Everybody's supersonic.
Oh, also, don't ever say the MiG-15's NATO designation ever.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I assume you know what it is.
I don't.
Oh, do you not know what the MiG-15's NATO designation is?
Asshole, bad guy, bandit.
I'm sending it to you. Don't show it to the stream or say it.
I'm guessing it's offensive. Thank you for taking care of that. Oh,
I've sent it to you.
Okay, so I know the designation, but I thought the designation that you sent to me was the one for the anti-tank missile system that the Russians would also use.
No, that's the MiG-15's thing. They might.
Why? I mean, to be honest, I know that the Russians had anti-tank missile systems which were called that, which I'll never understand the logic.
What, when you translate it into English? Because that's not what the Russians called it, that's what NATO calls it. The MiG-15. That's what the English-speaking world has to refer to it by.
That is... Either that's Russians trolling at their... that's like a Russian troll in like...
No, that's what NATO called it.
No, I know, but what I'm talking about is Russians saying, "Oh, no great way to translate this word." Ah.
No, but you're probably wondering why the NATO decided to call it that word. It was the 60s and the 50s, different time. When you could say those words, obviously don't bend it into the ground.
I won't, but I'm just doing a strafing run. The gun sounds.
Why are
really
you
nice
using? Why are you using the air-to-air gun, sir?
Because I had a button which switched it to gun. I didn't realize it also switched it to anti-air. I was intending on it
Yeah, that's
to
the
be just a
air-to-air
gun.
gun.
Yeah.
Right, air to ground, stores page, and then and then on the left there's a thing that says gun.
Yeah, like, the thing is, I hit that. Right, now it fucking works. The point is, I went to just... I have a button on my controller, on my HOTAS, which just says select gun.
Yeah, that's the air-to-air gun.
So how do I select it to go air to ground, then?
You have to press the button.
Nice, 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 nice. I'll do one more pass and I'll make my way home.
Hmm. You can watch me bin it into the tree line or something.
Roger that.
Actually, I'll try and do the shortest landing I can do without killing myself.
Try and do a regular landing. Let me just see how you fare under normal circumstances. We're a chill environment here. We're just flying around, blowing targets up.
We're a chill environment, except the few times when we're not. Then we are very unchill.
Well,
You know, when biters show up. Damn you, biters.
yeah, that's what they do. They do their thing, and we do our thing. But at the end of the day, so long as we engage, let's slow
Engage.
down.
As long as we send high velocity presence in the form of bullets, we'll be fine.
Exactly.
Or lasers. Lasers are fun. In a world me and my mate I do, just unlock laser turrets. But the problem is our power grid is fucked. Is what it is.
Right.
It's, you know, it's fucked pending nuclear reactor.
The way I was going to set it up is probably going to be different. Until someone came on and started talking about planes.
Listen, I didn't tell you to play DCS, I was just talking about it.
Yeah, but you know, having a hard-on for planes and all that jazz. You were saying DCS when, and I'm like, well, I may do it at some point, and then you were like,
I
we'll
was
talk about
asking you.
this. I
was asking
blame
you,
you.
'cause I was-
I blame you. And all
Okay,
was...
you can blame me if you want.
You can leave friends if you want. You can if your planes don't dance, and if they don't dance, then there are no flares.
Right.
Right.
Short
okay.
final.
Right, I've
Let's
set
not
myself
fuck
on
it
a decent angle. I'm at a
I've
decent...
already fucked it. That shouldn't be that bad.
So, let me see how a vegan pilot lands his shit. You're coming in a bit
Not-
short on the runway, though.
It's fine.
I mean, you're looking okay for the moment, but yeah.
What?
No, I'm just saying, from the outside, it looks like you're going too slow, but I realise in most scenarios in real life, it looks like they're going too slow, but they're actually doing okay.
Yes. Oh, I've cut this one up quite a bit, so I have to do quite the flare on landing.
I was going to say, how do you have... Oh, are we coming in too high?
A bit shallow in theory. Come on, touchdown. Come on.
That looks like a pretty good landing. Like, that looks like a pretty decent landing. I don't know how you say you cocked it up.
It wasn't ideal. But notice where I touched down to where I stopped. There is not much there.
No.
Although, you know, not great. I didn't break the gear, which I sometimes do, because the gear in this thing is fragile in very specific circumstances.
When you say very specific, do you mean if you're going too fast or too heavy?
No, because the gear in this thing will survive completely unscathed being deployed at Mach 1.
Ah, I see.
It's just if you do certain things, it can fuck it.
I can imagine.
Which I still haven't quite figured out what it is, I just know how to avoid it, so I just avoid it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. God, it's cold.
I feel that one.
Oh, it's still snowing. I am legit concerned. I'm gonna probably send a message to my mate being like, are
We
you
couldn't, the snow.
It's more like, are you gonna be able to get home? Because like both of my mates, they work further into town, so it's like
Right.
they probably will. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine. Because the thing is, where we live, it's not a lot. It's not
Also,
a very big location, so it's like you will.
Do they use to these main roads that are frequently driven as well, because they're frequently
Yeah,
driven roads won't have issues.
they are frequently driven, but there are like but it's the main roads that get gritted. So any roads off them tend to not get gritted, which means yeah, fun times for
Bad.
me poor bastard. Yeah, basically.
And it's always funny watching idiots that don't have to drive in snow just flooring it all the time. Like, no, that's not how you know.
Right. Where are you? There's the base. Sochi traffic. Jaeger coming in on final on runway 6. Sochi traffic.
You're not coming on runway 6, sir.
Oh
You're
shit.
coming
No,
on runway 24.
Oh. Correction. Coming in on final runway 24. I've not really come in on this runway before. I normally come in via the ocean, which is a nice long lead up to it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident I'll be fine. It's just I've not done it much. Iron it down. Easy in. Easy in. Easy in. Kill power. Begin to flare. And touchdown. How'd I do? Hello? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I didn't realise. You did good.
Thank you.
Oh, I shouldn't be tired. Can't be asked for being tired.
Right. I'll park her up and then park her up and see what's going on.
Yeah, while I'm here, I'll probably do some Tomcat practice later. Well, carrier landings.
Parking brake on. See where we need
Wait.
to go next.
That was the... Sochi F40B.
Oh, there's a mobile convoy in the head. Oh, Predator drone as well. That's them dead.
Well, it's only that it doesn't actually shoot at them.
Yeah, there's a if you
That-
want to practice on
that
dealing
will
with
shoot back.
like active AI, there's a town to the north which is like bad guy central.
I'm going to do some carrier landing stuff because I know that if ever I'm in the vegan or I'm on a server and I know there's stuff that will like easily kill me, I will just not take the vegan. I'll just go in a Hornet, kill, and if the stuff, if it's something that won't shoot back at me too badly, then I'll just take the vegan, you know.
Oh yeah, of course.
I know, because you know, people are like, oh, you should practice doing it. Like, yeah, fuck off. Can't be arsed. What do you have as a HOTAS again?
I have the Warthog.
Oh yes, you do, but you're
So I
now
must-
worth a fucking kidney since Microsoft likes it. Do you know how much those things cost now?
I got
Second
mine.
hand.
I got mine. It is secondhand. Why won't this thing stop? God damn it. Here you go. Stop. There you go. Yeah. I got mine for about 200. No, sorry, just over 300. I think just like
Do
302.
do you know how much they go second hand now? Since Microsoft Flight
Uh,
Simulator came out.
no idea.
£550 second hand.
Woo! I mean, to be honest with you, mate, I still need to get a set of rudder pedals, and Logitech, unfortunately, the ones I want to have are they're unavailable or cost you 700 quid, and I'm like,
Well,
rib. Yeah, that game has made everything super fucking expensive.
Alright, now it's time for me to do Tomcats and probably cock up a carrier landing like normal, because I can't carrier land properly. Well, sort of.
Actually, I might change my requests.
I make the LSO angry at me.
I'm gonna change out I'm gonna go ship hunting.
Oh, fancy. With what, Mavericks or thingies?
I'm gonna go
Mavericks,
mainly.
I assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mainly Mavericks. I mean, I could attempt to learn how to use the
Don't.
torpedoes, but you know.
Well, the harpoons right now in the current state of the game are useless. They
What's
do
that?
no damage and they're like
Really?
not finished. They really don't work.
Oh, that's a bit sad. I mean, they did talk.
It
I
is.
did see the video of them talking about sea targeting. So
That's for like radar and acquiring targets. So you could use the sea radar to slew your targeting pod to the boat.
right. God, it's fucking
Which is cool.
freezing. Oh. Oh. Right, I'm gonna disable my track AR for a minute whilst I rearm and re-equip, and I'm gonna go quickly grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that sounds advisable.
Cool. So I'm gonna hang on. Hit the coffee button. Where are you? There we go. And then I shall return and have a pint of coffee because I am very cold. Oh my god. Oh.
Refueling complete. Planning complete.
I return, and it's still snowing outside. Oh, it's like a nice light snow. It's not quite heavy, but it is heavy. Right. I myself have a lovely pint of coffee ready to go. Keep me warm.
Pint?
Yep, an actual pint.
Huh.
Pint. It's a Guinness. The irony is, it's a Guinness pint, but it's like super. Yep. Have we got anyone joining us?
I don't know.
How long does it take to start off the F-14?
Not that long. A few minutes.
I mean, is that you? I'm assuming that's you basically starting up without doing the checks and all that crap.
Yes.
Right, I will probably be firing you a bunch of questions because one of my friends got given a F-14, and I do want to have it at some point because it's the jet that you kind of got to have. But
Ask all the questions and go ahead. Go on.
so the first one is, I've heard that the F-14 is, finger quote, the perfect balance of digital and analog when it comes to fighting and flying. How true is this?
I can't really comment on that. That's very subjective because, I mean, there's quite a bit. I don't know. I like it because, again, you can tell it's all right. You know, you've got gauges and physical switches everywhere, but you still got the radar screen and your camera, and the ADI is, you know, you've got a hood and stuff. So I guess that's true. You know, that's very subjective.
Hmm. Apparently, it's the best dogfighter.
That's just bullshit.
Like, what was it? There was one pilot who said, I think it was Spudknocker potentially, but speculation, it might not have been.
This thing, the only thing this thing had was it used to be, when you were low speed flaps down, you used to be able to outturn anything, or your hooks down.
Oh.
But they fixed that so it's not like that anymore. So it's just good, you know. It's where it should be. I mean, it has those big fuck off missiles that you can shoot at like targets really far away, but I wouldn't call it the best dogfighter. Not even close.
So if an F-14 and an F-18 duked it out, the F-18 would win? Both pilots equally skilled.
In theory, the 18 would win, but that sort of thing is that I hate questions like that because they don't really work as questions because there's a lot of varying depends. The F-18 should win in theory, but if the F-14 knows what he's doing more, so again, it's one of those things, right?
No, I get what you mean. It's basically if both. It's kind of more of a case of does the technology of the F-18 / refinements of modern age jetting. Because I've noticed a fanboy of the F-14 will say that the F-14 is somehow superior to most modern fighters, and I'm like, well,
No,
that's
that's
not
bullshit.
true. It's like, isn't it heavier and like more thirsty than most jets?
And also, not got fly-by-wire and stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
Whereas, you know, but then but some people will say, oh, but you know, that means, you know, you're not as good a pilot because you have to rely on systems, right? But no, it means
If you're asking about who's better in a fight, the guy. Right, I'm going to do the head thing you're not supposed to do in the B and do an afterburner takeoff because it's cool. I need to burn fuel. So I don't know. Fire.
this is a simulation, so you know. Oh, the jet plumes. There's two reasons why I like that. First is because it looks really cool. Second of all, because it looks very warm, and I'm cold right now. So I'm like, whoo, heat.
God, she lifts up easily when you're really light. And now I'm going to set my arse on fire.
Oh, wow.
That's the fuel dump. When you have fuel dump on with afterburners, it sets fire to the fuel dump.
That's cool.
Also, we heard the new sounds ever since they revamped this thing.
No, hang on. Let me just quickly...
Okay,
Yeah, opening the canopy.
Okay, fine. I'll give you a nice little flyby because God, it sounds good. Hopefully, right. Let's make sure I don't go supersonic by accident because otherwise you can't hear the nice noises this thing makes.
You see where I am?
I see where you are. Yes.
I'm just looking at the contrail you've got. It's brilliant. Oh.
So yeah, they remodeled it so it actually has like proper the noises it makes, you know, as it's heading towards you because of Doppler and stuff. It's nice. The F-14A sounds cooler, obviously, because you know those engines, but I don't fly the A much. Well, I do, but I don't. I fly it because I'm ironically stupid. That's why I fly it, because it's worse, technically speaking, like objectively worse.
I was going to say, what's
yeah,
the difference? I'm assuming
the
A is the earlier method.
The A version we have now has the well. There's going to be 4 versions of the Tomcat in the end. The B, a early A, which has a different RWR, a late A, which is the one which is essentially a B but with different engines, and then there's the Iranian version as well. We're going to be getting, which isn't as the camera. But the A has Pratt and Whitney TF30 engines, which are prone to compressor stalls and give you 30% less thrust, but sound way cooler, and they're from Top Gun.
Oh, so the one that we had in Top Gun was the shite version.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds bad.
They realised that, and he stopped dumping fuel. Anyway, we're gonna ask some more questions about the Tomcat before we went on a tangent.
Oh yeah. In terms of weapon armament systems, from a relatively new / inexperienced pilot, are they something that you need more time to adjust to, or is it just something that you will naturally fall into even if you're a relatively new pilot?
Well, since it's mainly air-to-air, it's pretty self-explanatory how stuff works. And also, all the heavy lifting is done by the Rio, you just pull the trigger.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix hosted you. Thank you very much for following. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Most of the Rio does most of the heavy lifting in terms of acquiring targets,
Yeah, I believe.
radar.
Yeah, he has his own special like menus and stuff, doesn't he?
His job. There's a reason he's called the radar intercept officer.
He basically is a baby AWACS, isn't he?
No.
Oh.
As the pilot, all you do is fly the plane. You do not do anything with the radar.
That's kind of
Like,
nice
that's
to
it.
know. That's kind of nice to know.
Yeah. Well, there is one exception. When you're in a dogfight, you have a mode to lock up what you can see, because obviously you don't want the guy in the back looking at a radar screen trying to lock up something. Jester, I know we're Joker fuel, it's fine. Where's my carrier anyway?
You've got the CV.
I know where I am. I'm just
Yeah, the
looking for
George
it.
Washington. You also got the 74, John C. Stennis.
I'm going super carrier because you best fucking believe I'm going to use a super carrier if I have it. Tune tack and tune tack. Event 73. Right. Now I have to quickly do all of the carrier stuff. ATC. George Washington inbound.
Get on the ball.
Why is it a case 2 and 3?
Oops, someone's just coming on the post. One moment.
That's weird. Why is it a case 2 and 3 recovery? Shouldn't be that. You know what? Just because I'm just going to do a straight in purely because I'm not. No. Why's my plane behaving so weirdly? Plane, stop being weird. It wants me to do a case 2 or a case 3, even though it's clear and it should be case 1. Do you know what that means? I'm saying words again. Do you have any fucking clue what I'm on about?
Right, I return.
Oh, sorry. I've been talking to nobody. Didn't realise you left.
Sorry,
Oops.
Sorry, no, you're fine.
It's all
Sorry.
right.
Hang on.
I was just bitching about the carrier, that's all.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you. Something's just happened. Felix
Yeah, I think
hosted-
Twitch is broken. Twitch is broken. I think the follow-up accounts is wrong.
I think so.
I mean,
Okay.
the carrier has decided that I'm going to do a case 2 or a case 3 landing when it's case 1 conditions.
Yeah, that's.
Do
not
these
good.
words mean anything to you?
I do. I think isn't case 1 like the standard? Like it's perfect. So again, the
Yeah.
case.
Case
variants-
2 and 3 are case 2 and 3 are kind of instrument ones.
Yeah, they're
They're
basically.
like bad weather and night.
So, yeah, I think isn't case 1 like the baddest of them, and case 2 is like not great.
Yes. Even though it's case 1 conditions.
Hmm.
Right, I am high. And I am out of line. Jesus Christ, this is bad. Because I tried to do a straight. Okay, I'm not going to do carrier practice on this server while it's deciding that I am now going to have a case thingy when it's not that case. Also, where's the F logs? There's the F logs. Good F logs. Well, the one thing I will say about the super carriers, you know how you've got the thing that's like the ball, you know, the meat ball you have to follow.
Get on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a hood, you get like an in-game overlay of that, which is really convenient.
Yeah, but it kills the mind though.
Why?
I mean, it's convenient, but it kind of, if for a simulation game to give you an overlay like that, unless unless it's a workaround.
It's a workaround because otherwise you can't see the ball.
God help them.
No?
Yeah, that's mental. Right, I'm gonna try and sink some tankers.
Right. And I'm going to crash into the back of the carrier, it's looking like.
You should
And I'm
be
going to have a lag
fine.
spike. I do not need a lag spike when I'm like a football field. I've crashed, haven't I?
Hang on, let me have a look. It's not looking good, I'll be honest. I think my game's crashed.
Smash into the
No,
deck.
you've missed
Which is
it.
at least the right thing to do. Yeah, I know I have.
You missed it. You didn't crash into
Yeah.
the deck, but you missed it.
Yeah, I know I didn't. Well, the thing is, as soon as it lagged, I'm like, I'm going to put power in so I go around rather than crash.
No, good shout, good shout. You survived.
I didn't die. Oh, do you have supercar as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever used it?
No.
Yeah. That's probably why you don't know about the F-balls then, isn't it?
Well, I've never landed on one. I've taken off from one, but never landed on it. I'm mostly land-based when it comes to jets.
You see, I actually do operate off carry. Most of the times I've ever landed on a carrier is when I'm in the backseat of a Tomcat. And I'm calling the guy in the front a retard, but, you know, banter. Because that's what I spend most of my time doing in DCS, surprisingly, is either flying the Vigan or being a Tomcat Rio. It's also kind of how I got myself Super Carrier, sort of.
What, did you win a bet or something?
Well, okay, I don't want to, like, break your rules and shield somebody. Because I will end up doing that.
Okay, fair enough.
If I explain why. Unless you don't mind.
Well,
Which I assume you do.
as long as it's a story.
Well, it's just explaining how I end up with a super carrier. Which is just, I mod for somebody, and it's essentially a wage, I guess, as a Christmas gift as well. That's it.
Oh, fair enough. That works for me. Oh, it's cold. Yeah. Oh, snowfall's coming in a little heavier now.
He's also the reason I know what I know mostly, because he does. That's why I have the comms stuff, because I listen to him and spend time around him, and he actually, you know, knows what he's doing for the most part. Okay, but Flame, stop having lift. Okay, have lift again.
Oh. You got the wire.
Which wire did I get?
Last one.
That's not bad.
That's pretty
LSO
good.
grade, NC, whatever.
Well done.
I thought I didn't get the wire because, you know, 4 wires quite not, you know, stiff.
Yeah, you kind of were lucky because you basically, as you came in, I think your hook just caught the last wire. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't expecting to go around, but, you know.
No, dude,
happy
you're fine. No, I mean, the thing with me that gets me edgy about, the thing that gets me edgy about those kind of landings is it's all about the approach. It's all about, like, I don't know, it has that kind of, there's a lot of things you have to keep thinking about, and landing decently enough is one thing, and what I'm basically going to do with it is, once I've progressed to the point where I'm like, I know I can land an F-18 on a land base, with one hand behind my back, theoretically speaking. It means
in theory, and also, you know, you've locked yourself out of using your pitch as well.
So it's like, yeah.
Once you figured that out, then yeah.
It's basically, I want to get used to most of the basic systems of most modern, like, the reason why I chose the F-18 was 2 reasons. One, I like the F-18, which is a very nice plane, and has, like, the best all-round purpose, but it's also a great benchmark, so that way, when I begin to take on other various aircrafts, I can have a sort of reference point. So it's like, okay, so it's like the F-18 in this regard, or it's not like the F-18, but it's actually kind of similar in this regard.
I would not recommend doing that.
Well, I'm not saying I'm going to base everything I know off the F-18, but when I'm learning how to fly other planes, there are some systems that the F-18 will have that the other ones will inherit. For example, the MFDs I've noticed on the F-16 and the Harrier, while they don't have the same program... Yeah, exactly, and the A-10. While they don't share the same programming software and all the other stuff, they do share the same kind of logic that they have. You know, the
Harrier is pretty much very similar.
Exactly. So it's like, if I know how to work the F-18's MFDs, then I'll have a decent understanding when it comes to learning the other jets, like the Harriers or the A-10s. I'd think the F-18 A-10 Mark II is going to be easier with the MFDs for me because it's pretty much the same stuff, isn't it?
No. No. I wish I could say yes, but it's not. I thought that too, but then I tried it and it's not, because... Yeah, it's... I don't want to say it's similar because you have to learn a different way of doing it, because, again, with the HOTAS hats and stuff, you know, you have a lot more tactical options, right? You have a lot more freedom in what you do, but it's harder to do that, if that makes sense.
So,
Does that make sense? Oh.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's like,
You can do more things the way you want to do them. It's just harder to do it because of the HOTAS commands and stuff. You have more freedom, but it's therefore harder.
yeah, it's like with the other ones, because you don't have as much technology with you, you have to make do with what you've got, which means it kind of streamlines your learning of the aircraft, whereas other things are more likely to, yeah. I get you. I get you.
With the Hornet, there's a lot of automation. Like you slew the targeting pod onto it, press enter, and then the Maverick just works, right?
Mm.
Say you're in the A10. In order to use the targeting pod, you need your slew hat, your China hat, and your... I think it's DMS. In order to slew it, then you press TMS to make it your target, then you press China hat again to make the Maverick look at where you're looking. But that means in general you have more control over what you're doing and when you're doing it and how you're doing it. Although you should find learning the A10 easy, since you essentially have an A10 control stick and throttle in your hand right now.
Mm-hmm.
What you do. Whereas I don't. I have to freaking have keyboard commands as all my HOTAS hats, which is really hard to remember. Because you can have, muscle memory. It's this one on my finger. I'm like, yes. Which left, shift, or control am I pressing to make this work? You know. If there's one thing I don't like about the F-14, it's refueling. It takes forever.
Right, okay, someone doesn't like me.
What's locking you?
I don't know.
I'll bet you it's that F-18.
Possibly.
Oh.
They've lost lock. And going back into lock. Chaff. To flare. To repeat.
Try to figure out what's actually locking you, because there's nothing over there that will inherently lock you that's not a player. In theory.
I'm assuming it's just,
I can probably guess why. Between you and a hawk site, there's some enemy stuff, and because of how the radar simulated properly, such that if something's... Say that you have a surface-to-air missile site, you have a target, and then after that you have you. If you're between the surface-to-air missile site and the target, or behind the target, you can get a false radar warning, because it's picking up the lock on the enemy. But because you're behind that, it picks it up. If that makes any sense, because again, I'm speaking gibberish probably. I'm done refueling. I'm done rearming. How nice. Now, catapult launch. I feel like I'm in Top Gun. I feel like I'm in Top Gun.
yeah, it's my friend. He's locking me up.
Oh, you know the guy?
Yeah, he's my trainer. Cappy.
Fair enough. So,
He was the guy who...
so he's just fucking with you then.
More or less.
That's fine then.
I was going to say I was going to probably pop into the DCS, but think about it, probably should have ended the stream earlier. But yeah, I'll probably end the stream now as we're pretty much on that one. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This has been a bit of a mixture stream, but this is more like a relaxed sort of thing. The next stream will be a little bit more as we're needing to